Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Game Station podcast once again, and well, we've got some interesting Skype issues today. Welcome Spinny Circle and slightly larger Spinny Circle to the show.
Oh my god, we're both Spinny Circles.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah, this is wonderful, isn't it? Oh dear.
I'm spinning!
It's...
You know, our guest is looking really spot on, though.
Yeah, indeed. Almost as stone-faced as the real thing. Yes, we don't have a guest today. We decided to do another podcast this week, mostly because we're almost certain there won't be one next week. Because I'm pretty sure at least Dodge is busy, possibly Jesse as well. Yes, true, maybe.
Am I busy?
Are you busy? Is it Jesse that's busy? One of you was busy.
I don't know. I don't think, well, I don't know. Other people know my schedule better than I do.
I'm sure one of you was busy, but we'll see. One way or the other. I know we're a couple of podcasts behind, but we decided to pick the day where Skype was going to be a nightmare.
Of course.
So far, so good.
Oh, yeah, this is going well. Oh, well, it is a podcast after all. Audio is actually the focus, so I guess if...
Yeah, no one really watches anyway.
No
one watches. And if they
No.
do watch, they're doing it for sexual reasons. Let's be honest.
Exactly. And
My
since we have HuskyStarcraft here, it won't be a problem for them then.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Matching up everything perfectly.
Pretty much, we know what we're doing. It's going to be a slightly shorter show this week, because we have prior engagements, but we do have enough time to talk about video games, especially if we don't talk about Prometheus theories. You know, I figured out if we actually cut out Jesse's bullshit from the show would last about 45 minutes. We could just crack on through.
I would contest that, but I think
let's try that today. Let's try that today. I agree, TB. I think that bullshit is not good.
You know, I'm already bored, as it turns out.
Target.
That's just how it's going to be.
That's an apt. That's
TB,
an
you
apt
need your
assumption.
foil. You need your foil and Jesse.
We do, that's true. It wouldn't be much of a show if we didn't have that. We still have spinning circles. We're hoping these will resolve as we go through the show. God, I don't know, man. Ever since Skype was bought by Microsoft, it's been getting progressively worse and not doing what it's supposed to be doing. It was working fine before the show, and then it broke, and we have no idea why, and we can't fix it. It's fairly disastrous.
Well,
Precious.
I am almost convinced those two dudes who absolutely hate my guts work for Microsoft. And they're like, if TV won't listen to us, we'll take things in our own hands. And so they're making
We're just
podcasts.
going to ruin Skype.
Yeah.
Whenever they post about a podcast, we're shutting it down.
Disrupt that Skype.
Yeah.
They don't need to do
Makes
that
sense.
because Skype's unreliable enough as it is. They can rely on Skype
So they
breaking.
leave it to its own devices.
Exactly. That was
Look,
my theory.
Let it do it.
I think this needs to be said. This is what I think. I think everyone watching, listening right now, needs to email. I think.
No.
Everyone, yes, everyone right now.
No.
And send him a message. You don't need to write anything in the actual comment. Just a header that says, spend money to get the podcast reliable video chat client. That's it. TGS, they're billionaires. I don't know if you know this. They're billionaires.
Billions of dollars.
They're billionaires.
You just ruined a life today,
Now
Jesse.
we're all fired. Thanks, Jesse. Well done.
You need to send him
Jesse,
a message.
for that. I'm gonna go ahead.
You know what?
and
What?
look for a place to move.
Seriously? Yeah. Whatever. Fine. And so, yeah, do that right now. TV's gonna edit it out.
No,
one's
he
gonna see
isn't.
this.
I'm too lazy for that.
So yeah, that's what you need
Also,
to
it's
do.
probably just
Now-
your job they'll lose, so that's not too bad. I'm okay with that.
Whatever.
I can live with it.
I'm taking one for the team. If they want the podcast to be good, that's what we need. We need and to get rid of me. And to get rid of me.
That's one is easier than the other, I have to say, and it's also easier said than done. More to the point, because I just don't know what software to use for this. I've been looking around. It's difficult, especially since we have guests every week. It's like, well, I could buy licenses to very expensive video conferencing business software, but I still need to bring the guest on somehow, and I can't do that. because they'd each need a separate license. It's fairly ridiculous.
What? Look at you think about stuff in like a logical
Indeed, always thinking.
manner
Always thinking.
with your brain
Yeah.
and not
We've
your
got the
heart.
brain going.
I don't trust my brain.
Indeed.
My heart tells me what's what.
Yeah, Jesse Dodge, try turning your cameras off and on again, will you? Let's see if it'll.
Okay,
Damn thing.
all right.
Yes. What's with the B? Will someone explain the B to me?
The B is some of my awesome fans made a B. There's a TBB too.
A TBB. There. What?
There's a TB. There's a TB.
That's not a real
Ah,
thing.
I get it.
Yes,
get it.
that's- yes, that's hilarious.
Can you hello?
Yes, puns, more puns, more of that. Are we still spinning? Yeah, we're still spinning.
I've got Dodger, and I've got Jesse. There we go.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, you're both blurry as all hell, but you're there, so that's
Whatever.
Oh, we're
Whatever.
people.
Yes.
Trust me, it's an improvement on my end.
Yeah,
We're good.
hopefully it clears up during the show. We'll see. Well, what we're talking about in the show, we'll be talking about what we've been playing. I have actually played more games yesterday than I played in the past 3 weeks because I was at the Paradox
Dang, you should
Media
probably
event.
head this up then.
Yeah, the Paradox Media event. So, I checked the address of this place, and it said The Crypt. So I assumed, all right, this is like, it's either a club or some kind of conferencing center or whatever, or just, an event venue, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was an actual crypt. A real crypt.
What?
Under,
Yes?
under a church. We walked in, it was
That's
pitch
awesome.
black, entirely lit by candles. There were sculptures of Jesus and the other dudes, and lots of...
Jesus and the other dude.
Yep, go on,
Oh,
go on.
crap, is that
Jesus
amazing?
and his posse.
Jesus and the other dude.
Straight out of
I
Bethlehem.
now picture Jesus in a cowboy like hat, roaming the prairie with his posse.
Indeed.
With his dude.
Lassoing sinners.
Yep.
It's the way of it.
And the best part is Jesus doesn't use guns. He uses his hands like finger guns. He goes pew pew pew. That's how he kills bad guys. By the way, in my scenario, Jesus is a stone cold killer.
Stone cold. The hardest
Stone
ass
cold.
in the West.
He is. But he still wears the robe. And he's ripped. Just like in all the sculptures, he's still totally ripped. Yeah.
Like, he
Anyway,
barely put the robe on.
it was a crypt,
pretty
which
big.
was a fairly interesting place to put it, honestly. But yeah, they had 6 games on display. They had, let's see if I can rattle them all off. Warlock Master of the Arcane, which is about wizarding, and I can confirm that it is a highly accurate wizarding simulator. Also, they had Starvoid, which is a competitive RTS where it kind of mixes sort of a world in conflict style game with Dota. It's kind of interesting.
Can I stop you for a sec, TB?
Yes.
Did Dodger and I switch places on the stream? Am I in Dodger's spot right now?
Yes,
We
as it
totally
turns
did.
out, you actually did.
Well, I like video games, and I would pay attention to this podcast, but I'm too busy playing on my PlayStation 3.
I don't even know how to mimic you. I'll
Just act like an idiot.
sit here.
You'll be
Derp,
good.
derp, derp.
A
That
lot of the
usually
times
works
when I
for-
look at you, you're just staring.
Yeah, well, Dodge has been frozen for the
Oh,
last
no,
3 minutes. Jesse's now in the wrong place.
Hold on.
Well-
You ruined my smooth move. Take note, people. Dodger, I was only staring because you were so beautiful. Friend zone.
Explosions. I'm turning
You're
the
welcome,
camera
Internet.
off on again.
Yeah.
Oh,
quick.
she's leaving. She's
Yes,
leaving. She
that's
quit.
it. We're
She's leaving.
done. This podcast
She's
is
leaving.
over.
This will be the last episode.
Straight up
I will
the
no
call
longer-
on accent. Anyway, so hi.
This will be my first This is the long line of the descent into madness.
Indeed.
After-
I'm going to
after
move you
my boss
around on the
fires me.
stream, so things are about to look a bit weird for everybody.
Oh, dude. You will never see me again.
looks so awesome with you moving stuff around.
It's
Jesse, if you had the boob picture, this would have been the time. Because he's like pop
poop.
entire image.
Indeed.
I took it down to get framed. It's getting framed because it's amazing, and it's signed by all the developers. So I don't want to like not have that framed.
I'm moving things around, trying to get Dodger in the picture.
You can get my
I
King
see
of the Web,
myself.
King of the Web crowns in there.
They
Also,
give
I
you
have
a
a CD
crown?
signed by Gunther.
How the hell?
Yeah,
did
they
that?
gave me a crown.
What the hell?
What about that?
That's
What about that, TP?
Wow.
well,
Wow.
You know, I'm ever
head
so
moving.
slightly jelly.
Jesse, I feel like you need to move your camera down.
It's okay. I'm
Or-
adjusting
yeah.
things. I've got it.
Okay. I trust
What was
you.
that?
Yeah.
What were you saying? Like,
Should I?
It's okay. I can fix you too. I have the technology. Just
Okay.
I have a CD. I have a CD signed by Gunther. Yes, that Gunther. Like my ding ding
What?
dong. That Gunther. I have a CD signed by him.
that guy.
While TV fixes, I have a great story.
magical life, Jesse.
Gunther
I think I've
came
got
to
it.
Chicago. Gunther came to Chicago, and my friends went to the I was unaware of this, but my friends went to go see this guy, and apparently all it was them playing the CD and him dancing on stage.
What
with two
awesome!
girls, right?
Yes.
And so what happened is, because we do this everywhere we go, we always pretend to be really important, and then make people think we're important, right? So they pretended to one of my friends pretended to be a big shot Chicago bigwig, and the other guys pretended to be his bodyguards, right? And so they got backstage with Gunther. There's photos of this. And they got backstage with him and the Sunshine Girls, which I guess is the name of his girls, and they got him to sign a CD for me.
the Sunshine
It's
Girls.
kind of amazing.
How is that remotely appropriate considering Gunther's usual content? Let's just say.
I believe in all his videos there's two whores that dance with him. I think those are those girls.
More
Tell
like
us how you
let
really
the sun
feel.
don't shine, girls.
Yes.
Anywho,
that was-
so
So back to the games. Yes,
back to games.
the star void of
Oh my-
content that we have here. So yeah, that was two. What was the other ones? Yeah, a game of dwarves. I played a game of dwarves, which is
How
a game.
was that?
It's very, very dungeon keeper actually, and that pleases me. It is essentially a kind of resource management and dwarf management simulator, which involves digging a lot of tunnels, building a lot of rooms, things like that. The twist that it's got over kind of Dungeon Keeper style games is that it actually takes height into account, so you can build on various floors, and there's a lot of floors. On the first level, there were 20 levels of kind of height that you can build your stuff at,
What?
which
That game sounds so up my alley. I want to play it really badly.
Well, I mean, I was talking to the guy who I did the interview with is actually very funny, and the video's coming, I think, in the next few days, but he was saying he wants to make a game that's a cross between Dungeon Keeper and Theme Hospital, and that's essentially what he's done, only he's done it with dwarves.
Awesome.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that's what it is. And it works. This was an early pre-alpha, but it still worked pretty damn well. They're not really considering multiplayer. They want to put a lot of content into single player, have a big, long campaign and skirmish mode and stuff like that.
I really
By the
appreciate
way,
devs doing that more.
Yeah.
I
lot of work into their
think
single
I
player.
saw this week. I think I saw this week that Theme Hospital is on GOG.
It is,
I
yes.
think it just came out or something.
Yeah. DOS
Is
Buster.
it?
Love that game. Yes.
Yeah, I downloaded
Why
it
is
immediately.
GOG so awesome?
Yeah, GOG are great.
What a terrific game.
Got some awesome stuff on there at the moment, just having released Populous. I actually do need to play that. And, Ultimate 8 Gold Edition. That's nice. I might have to have a look at that.
I gotta be honest. I'm so thrilled. There's a site out there that is devoted to old school games.
Yes.
The only thing they need now is to get a contract with LucasArts, so we can get updated
X-Wing
playable
TIE
versions
Fighter?
of TIE fighters. I was digging through boxes from the move, and I found an old like CD case filled with like Jedi Knight, TIE Fighter, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, Warcraft 1 and 2, like all these old school games. I was like, oh, and I tried to put them in, and none of them worked. I was like, well,
No,
that's exciting.
depression.
Yeah,
I know.
it's
Windows
pretty
7.
grim, isn't it?
Yeah.
So sad.
So I'm saying, get on that, GOG. Get those contracts.
It's
So we
difficult,
can get
honestly.
updated DRM free.
Negotiating with people like LucasArts, who are not the most pleasant of people at the best of times, that's a bit
Yeah.
difficult. But as far as I'm concerned, if they can kind of get EA on board, then maybe they can do a fairly good job with that. Now that they've got Populous out there and Theme Hospital, they're kind of cracking down the list of Bullfrog games and EA stuff that I want to play. I'm trying to think of anything else that's missing at the moment. Nothing springs to mind from the EA back catalogue, although no doubt there is something.
They'll surprise you. They'll be like, "Here, remember this game?" And then your mind will be blown.
They're
You're like, "I do. I do remember that
Yeah.
game."
I didn't know I wanted this
Yeah.
until you gave it to me. Yes, thank you, guys.
Until right now.
Absolutely.
I love that thing.
Yeah, they actually have a community wish list at the moment, which is disturbingly and depressingly mainstream. I'm sorry if I sound like a hipster here, but like the top stuff is terrible. It's like System Shock 2. That already works just fine on Windows 7.
Yeah, you don't need. Yeah, you don't need that. Yeah.
That's a non-issue. Diablo. You're not getting it because it's Blizzard. They're not going to give you that.
Blizzard,
The
yeah.
original Diablo. No, that's stupid. Grim Fandango. Okay, that's fair.
Would be
enough.
awesome.
And Blade Runner. Yeah, okay, that sounds pretty good too. Definitely all right with that. But I was looking for Metal Fatigue, which is a game that when GOG first came out was one of the games that we really wanted. Because Metal Fatigue is this classic RTS where you have customizable mechs. Yeah, you got 3 different factions, and you can customize your mechs by picking a certain body type, legs, and arm configuration. Yeah, and you pick 2 different arms. So you can put different weapons. You can have like a pure melee mech with 2 big power axes, or you can have guns and all sorts of stuff like that. And you can customize your mech around, and you can also steal parts from other robots. Like if you chop them off in combat, you can actually pick them up and use them, or you can take them back to your base and research them and incorporate them into your designs. And that was only one cool thing about it. The other cool thing about it was that the game was played on 3 separate levels. It had a ground level where that was just like traditional RTS. You build your base and you build your mechs and your tanks and stuff like that. But then you had an underground bit where you could mine for a lot of really useful energy, and you could also actually tunnel under the level and pop out at the other side and send tanks and suicide trucks and things through that.
What?
Yeah, seriously. And then there was a sky bit where there was some sky islands flying around, and you could have air combat up there and stuff like that. But the cool thing is you could transition between the 2. So if you give a mech jump jets, he could leave the middle screen and fly up to the top and then fight up there. And fighters and bombers could actually fly down. And it was crazy, but it sounds really difficult, but it was actually really well done. So it was so easy to manage all 3. And that game was mind-blowing. And you want to know how many votes that's got? 213. System Shock 2 has 22,000. Blah.
We need to wield our power right now.
Irresponsibly?
I
Can we
demand-
do it irresponsibly?
Yes, irresponsibly.
Yeah.
Everyone go to GOG.com. You need to upvote Maniac Mansion, Day of the Tentacle, Sam & Max, Mech Warrior 3.
Mech Warrior 3,
Let's do
yeah.
Curse of Monkey Island.
Metal
You can
Fatigue.
Up that for me.
Yeah, if I can
Yes.
actually, I'm going to post a link in the chat right now, actually, where you need to go. It's, if you head to, well, that's not actually the chat. There we go. Oh, I can't post in the chat because the chat's broken now, too. It's GOG.com.
Oh no, everything's breaking.
Yeah, it's
everything's going
terrible,
wrong.
isn't it? The internet is knackered today. GOG.com/en/wishlist/games/metal_fatigue. So that's en/wishlist/games/metal_fatigue. It's like, go vote for that, because that game was incredible.
Yeah, there are several games on here, like Grim Fandango, good, awesome.
Yeah, I
System
can
Shock,
get behind
meh.
that.
Diablo, never gonna happen. Final Fantasy VII, never gonna happen. Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, okay, I can see that. Knights of the Old Republic 2, don't even bother.
Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition is
Wait.
a stupid thing to ask for, because that's not even out yet. The Enhanced Edition of Baldur's Gate is currently being made. So,
Right,
that's stupid.
I know GOG's really trying to get like new release stuff.
Yeah,
so I
it is,
guess
yeah.
that's like a good thing to ask for.
There's no way in a
But,
million years
like,
that's not going on GOG. Are you serious? Of course
Right,
they'll
right.
license that to GOG. I mean, it's a captive market for that game. But stuff like, Star
Like,
Wars, Knights of the Old Republic 2: The Sith Lords. I mean, really? That isn't old enough.
Not even why. Yeah. I mean, you can go out and buy that in like the bargain bin for like $2. Like,
I don't know, guys. That's a
Why-
game that I dream about having. I want that game real bad.
Yeah, you can get it on,
website.
you can get it on
Look at what?
Steam. Morrowind. It's like Morrowind. You can get the complete edition on Steam. It runs absolutely fine with Windows 7. The thing I like about GOG
Yeah.
is the fact that they actually put some effort into getting games working properly. That was
Exactly.
what they
That's
started off
what
being.
the appeal is.
Yeah, that's the appeal. Lately,
okay.
Oh.
Star Wars
yes?
TIE Fighter is on the list. It's like 20 down.
Oh,
I'm
TIE
letting you know
Fighter, yeah.
now. Get TIE Fighter up and running, and then like get that number 1. And then what we need to do is we need to get it so they make it so you can mod it, because TIE Fighter came with an awesome like mod feature. I think I've mentioned this before, but like back in the day, this was the thing to do. And we'd mod out TIE Fighter where it's like you make your own adventures. It was awesome. Because you could what a great game. That was pretty amazing.
I like to see
That's
the
all I have to
world
say.
games
But-
up there. That would be good.
Dodger has like a troll face about to happen. What?
I'm glad you can see it because we can't.
What? It's like she did like a. I had something. I have a witty comment to say, but I'm not gonna say it. What were you about to say?
No, it wasn't. I rarely actually have comments that could be defined as witty. I don't even remember what I was going to say at this point, but
Good
Starcraft
podcast.
there it is. Killing
Starcraft
conversations.
is on the list. It's like, guys,
What? Why?
what the hell are you talking about, guys? I mean, really? Yeah, I said,
Neverwinter Nights 2. I can see that.
you can get the complete edition on Gamersgate. It doesn't
That's
have any
true, though,
DRM
yeah.
anyway. That's the stupid thing. It's
What
like,
is, what?
I don't
What
know.
is the operative? No One Lives Forever.
Oh,
I've never
No One
even
Lives
heard of that game.
Forever? So good. No One Lives Forever 2 was better, in my opinion. That game was awesome. That was by a company called Monolith. They made quite a few good FPS, and they recently made Gotham City Imposters.
Yeah.
No One Lives Forever it was a female protagonist, and it was kind of a tongue-in-cheek spy FPS, where you had some interesting gadgets, and it was brilliant. No, not those kind of interesting gadgets.
How are you the most
You
immature
just
one
made
here,
sure to say-
Dodger?
No, it was the follow-up because it was you play a female and you have really interesting gadgets, and I was like, what does this mean? What does it all mean? Okay, I'm
It's-
following you
Your
now.
mind immediately. Okay, no, we're following you now.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad we're all on the same page.
We're all on the same
Oh,
page.
we are.
Yes,
We
need to
are.
get off the page as quickly as possible, but we are on there right now. Good lord. I mean, that game was great. No One Lives Forever 2 was better, actually. There was a level in that where there's a chase sequence, yeah? And you think, all right, it's a chase sequence, just like any other FPS. It's on a train, or it's in a car, or whatever. It's on a tricycle, while you sit on the shoulders of a giant Scotsman chasing the unicycled villain through the streets of Paris. It is brilliant. It is
That is amazing.
astonishingly good. There were all sorts of different. I mean, the gunplay in it was great too, but there were like a bunch of different gadgets as well. And there was actually a horde mode, which is not something we'd really seen around that time. Had all sorts of great stuff. But yeah, No One Lives Forever was awesome. No One Lives Forever 2 is great. They then released something which was called Contract
Then
Jack.
released something that wasn't
yes,
great.
Contract Jack, which was appalling, which was supposed to be
Contract Jack.
it was supposed to be a follow-up, but it didn't even have the main character in it. It was terrible. But yeah, aside from that, like the game was really, really great. So I would love to see that on GOG, actually, especially if it had a working multiplayer, because the multiplayer for that game was awesome. It had some great co-op. So yeah, I'd be up for that game. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, if the game already works and is currently available pretty much everywhere, there's no reason.
Yeah.
No reason. I would rather GOG
That's the thing that's frustrating.
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather they focus their energy on fixing stuff that we can't play, like Metal Fatigue, which doesn't work properly. And even when it did work
Right.
properly on Windows XP, the music never played, which is
didn't.
one of the best thing. The music never played. And it's like, oh, I want the music. It's like playing Warcraft 2 without the soundtrack. You can't do that. It's just, it completely ruins the feel of the game if you don't have that.
I mean, unfortunately, people are lazy, and when they go on that website and they look at the list, they're like, oh, yeah, I want to play all of these games, but they're not going to take the time to be like, I wonder if this is already on Steam, or I wonder if this is already on Gamersgate. Yeah, and it's like, no, GOG has like a very specific service that they offer.
In my opinion,
nobody just takes the time to think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I see they're trying to diversify, which is cool, because, you know, GOG's kind of audience is going to appreciate games like Botanicula, god damn it. That word isn't even real, and I keep mispronouncing it. Botanicula is the name. I can't even pronounce the name of the company either.
Great game.
Yes.
Great game.
It is astonishingly good. Like,
it is so much fun.
I cut my video down to 15 minutes because I didn't want to show any more of it, because every little bit of discovery in that game is like an kind of moment. Like, it's so great. What?
The characters are so much fun to play with.
Yes.
Like, just the array of silly little bugs you have is so entertaining. I don't know who created this stuff. Like, whatever artist is behind the entire world design is a mad genius.
Definitely.
Because it is so fun to just look at. Even though it's a point and click, which usually bores a lot of people, it's so beautiful that you're just like, click, click, oh, look at that bug.
You click because you want to see what happens. It's the same as Machinarium. What is it with this company and really hard to pronounce names? Holy, I can't even pronounce the name of the company, because I called it them Aminata. Apparently that's not right. It's Aminita or Amanita?
Oh, no.
It's the name of a mushroom or something. Yeah, it's the name of a mushroom.
Amanita?
Mushroom.
Don't ask me?
Oh, well, it's the name of a mushroom. We can look it up. Hold on.
Yeah, you look for that pronunciation. But yeah, and then they released a game called Samarost, which I assume I'm pronouncing correctly. Then it's either Machinarium or Machinarium, not sure which. And
I always pronounced it Machinarium. I don't know if that's right, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure one way or the other. And then they released Botanicula, which is also really hard to say, and I keep calling it Botanacula. But, yeah.
The names are really fun, though.
Yes, I'll give it, and the games
and the
are very
names
fun.
suit the game.
Yeah, I think so. It's the same thing as Machinarium, where you want to click everything to see what your little robot does in response to it, because the robot's adorable, and that's the thing that you care about. But Botanicula, they actually take that one step further, realizing that you can make a strong character-driven game without the characters saying a single thing. What they do is, it's how they interact with the environment. And a lot of the puzzles, which, like, don't seem to be remotely hard at all. I don't know. I haven't got any further in the game. So maybe, Jesse, how far have you got in?
I am at a part that's really cool. It's like a pitch black, kind of. And there's little... I don't want to spoil it, but there's like...
What I want to know
kind of amazing.
What I want to know is, are there any proper puzzles? Because everything I did in the first 15 minutes was
just
click until you find the right one.
Yeah, at the beginning, it's like there's leaves and things like that, like click the seeds and stuff like that. But later on, you have to like get guys to move certain locations. At one point, there's, I'm not sure what exactly kind of, it's like a bird, snaky creature, but you see that it doesn't have, like if you click on it enough, it's missing feathers. And so like you have to go find like it's a side thing to do to access a different area. So there's a lot of cool little
that was in the
it.
first 5 minets as well, that same mechanic, where it was just kind of it was a hidden object game at that point.
Yeah. Later on, there's a lot of I'm trying to give a good example. It's kind of like a mix of like memory and a few other like old school games where it's you'll be in one screen and you'll have to memorize stuff that happens in that screen, like, and 5 screens over.
All right.
You have to like redo like stuff like that. So
that's my kind of puzzle.
Like,
that's the stuff I can actually figure out. Is it like gaming puzzles over the last 10 years have used this kind of weird logic that I could never fathom, and often involves like putting stuff in places where I don't look. But yeah, stuff like memory games and things like that. Yeah, I can do that. And I actually did pretty well in Machinarium with the puzzles, because they were fairly self-explanatory for what they were. They were just logic puzzles. It's like, here is the self-contained puzzle. It's not this needs an item that's hidden halfway across the world in an area that you didn't click. Har. But no, I mean...
Machinarium has some of that stuff.
It does, but nowhere near as much.
Well,
right.
Yeah, the only thing similar, it would be the cards. I think it's like they're called creature cards.
Yeah,
finding those is kind of a pain in the ass. Like, if you're obsessed with that, Honestly, I don't know what it's all about. There's probably like a thing I should have read, but I know that I want to collect them because it says you can collect them.
Yes.
And so I am on like a mad hunt to find them, and I don't know what they do. If they give you anything, I guess it's just to say that you got them.
That's
but I'm like,
the way,
"Look,
isn't it?"
Find cute creatures. Yeah.
Well, the thing is right now, and this is actually gets into a bit of controversy here, which will be a nice little topic to talk about, is that Botanicula was for pre-order on GOG for the longest time. But what they apparently didn't tell GOG is that they were also in the Humble Bundle, and they launched the Humble Bundle at exactly the same time as the GOG launch, which completely screwed over GOG. Like, without question.
Yeah, because obviously you're going to get the bundle.
Yeah, because you can get it for a penny if you want to. You'd be a dick if you did, but you can. So it's like, wow, that's actually a really douchey thing to do, and I don't think they saw it that way. But I don't think they didn't do anything sensible there. It was a very stupid thing to do. I'm always been of the opinion, right, that Humble Bundle is for two things, yeah? Humble Bundle is where games kind of go to die, as it were, after they've kind of got through their usual sales lifespan. They get dumped in the bundle, yeah?
Right.
So people can pay what they want.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And that's a good way to kind of squeeze the last juice out of a game. Yeah, it might sell copies afterwards, but this is when a lot of your copies are going to get sold for those who really had no interest in your game before you put it in a bundle. Or they're for games which aren't done yet. There's like I think it was the Frozen Byte bundle, had a couple of prototype games in there. The Sproing, I think Sproing was the name of one of them. And it's like Dr. Claw or something along those lines. But whatever the case.
And they weren't like the primary games in the bundle.
No.
It was here, try this out along with these other games.
Yeah, well, a Frozen Byte was what? Trine and the two Shadowgrounds games, which were really awesome.
Right.
Like, it was that bundle was worth it for Trine alone. But here, it's like, this is a brand new game that you're putting in here with older games, which is fine. Machinarium's been in the Humble Bundle, twice before? I'm pretty sure Samarost has been in one as well. And then you put it in with another game, Windowsill, and a movie, actually, which is an interesting one, Cookie. And, I mean, obviously the highlight of this bundle is Botanicula, but GOG got shafted. Not just GOG. The people that pre-ordered the bundle, not the bundle, sorry, the actual game from GOG that paid the full $9 for it, essentially got shafted by that too, because now it's a case of, oh, well, you could have had it as part of this bundle. Now, those guys can go and probably did do this afterwards, maliciously said, right, I'm buying the bundle for 1 cent then, screw you. But what's happened is GOG has gone and compensated those people with extra copies of stuff. They've given them, I think, Machinarium.
No way.
Yeah, Machinarium, a copy of The Witcher, a copy of some soundtrack or something. Let me see if I can find the exact amount, because this was on Reddit yesterday. Ah, here it is, yes.
I was almost about to say, like, how bad I felt those people got screwed, but that's company
Don't
pride
feel bad
right there,
for 'em
man.
anymore.
That's awesome.
It's good for GOG is going out of its way there. They gave Machinarium a soundtrack, an art book for Botanicula, and a copy of The Witcher, the original. And
the art book probably is the best thing in the world. This one's
I
something
imagine
else.
so. Yeah, I imagine so. And
I feel like what they should have done is the Humble Bundle should have been all of the other games by that company, not Botanicula, because it still would have gotten a lot of traffic. People still would have wanted to play it because they had played Botanicula.
the problem is that
I just feel like that would have been the better way to do it.
if you've played Botanicula, though, the chances are you've already played Machinarium. This is why this whole GOG gift thing it was great, but given the Machinariums, like, if they pre-ordered Botanicula, they've played Machinarium. There's no question about that. The guys that pre-ordered it with the loyal kind of Amanita Designs followers. I mean, Witcher, okay,
Right.
They may not have played Witcher. That's a possibility. But they'd have definitely played Machinarium. So I'm not faulting GOG for doing this, because at the end of the day, GOG is the guys that got shafted the hardest, yeah? Because Humble Bundle completely circumvents them. So that means
Right.
GOG, in their big launch, this is some of the first third-party new titles they've been putting up there, including Legend of Grimrock, which has actually been selling really well over there, apparently, for them. So that's great. And they get completely shafted by I'm just not even going to say them. That Mushroom Company will be the name of the developer going on from here.
That Mushroom Company.
That Mushroom Company.
I like it. Yeah, more of that.
I want to point out that it's really, I mean, it seems like a nice move for people who pre-ordered, right? But in reality, it's a really savvy business move because any anger that would have been directed at GOG, right, or posts on GOG forums,
It's gone.
now immediately is deflected. It's deflected.
Yes.
Like, no one
Very
can
smart.
complain on their forums now. The only complaints can go to the Humble Bundle people, like, or
Yeah.
the Mushroom Company.
Yeah,
Like,
well, I mean, I
like,
wouldn't complain
that's
to
genius.
Humble. It seems to me that Humble is kind of an innocent party in this, and Amanita Mushroom Company or whatever went to them and sorted the bundle out, and there wasn't any communication. The funny thing is, I knew about the bundle over a week before it came out because I have an arrangement with the Humble guys to get the bundle about a week beforehand so that I can make a video. Because I've been a big supporter of Humble for ages. They know that, and so they got into that agreement. And I knew about a week before that this was going to be a problem. But, of course, I was NDA'd. I couldn't say a damn thing. And I was like, does GOG know about this? And Humble didn't seem to know. Yeah, so that was a bit grim, but...
Indie heartbreaking.
Yeah, I mean, the bright side is one way or the other, you've got a really great game, by the looks of it. Because Botanicula is fantastic from everything I've played. It is such a great game. And the style surrounding it, I haven't smiled as much in those 15 minutes for a very long time. The first 15 minutes I played of that game, and as I said, I didn't want to play any more of it because it seems like the thing you've got to experience for yourself to really get the most enjoyment out of it. I was grinning like an idiot the entire time because I'm like, ooh, what's the little stick guy gonna do? Or what's the little flat rock guy? Or trying to see the big nut trying to fit inside the hole or whatever. And it's like, this is good. This is good stuff. It's really, really adorable. And I think that company is one of the only ones that can make me care about the character development of a stick. That's pretty difficult.
Yeah, no joke.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like these are even woodland creatures. It's like nuts, a leaf, a stick, a rock. It's like...
They're little bug men.
But half of them aren't actually bugs, though.
Well, that's what makes it funny. They're like, it's this weird world. I mean, the spiders don't even look like spiders, and it's this weird, strange world, and that's what makes it so terrific. Is that it's the little noises and things that you hear and that they make that each character, even though they don't talk and they're super tiny, has its own persona that stands out immensely, which is terrific.
Yeah. That's the best thing, and that's actually kind of a triumph, because once again, they've made a game that has so much character to it, and yet not a word is spoken, which is exactly the same thing I said about Machinarium. And that is a very hard thing to pull off. Very difficult. And they've done it again, which is astonishing. But they do
I think it's really cool, just because... like Machinarium was everything was industrial. It was all, robotic and had so much personality and character and like adorableness to it. I think it's so cool that they're able to take literally the opposite world and have that exact same thing happen.
Yeah.
They got skills.
Yeah, they looked at a mechanical world, which was actually quite dreary in many places. It was a very rusty mechanical world. It was a very dead kind of mechanical world. And then they
But you still cared so much about everything.
Yes, yeah, you did. And then they created this world, which is the exact opposite. As you said, it's full of life. It's entirely organic. Those guys are smart, man. They really are. They just need to get a bit more business sense in their heads, because they're evidently not savvy on that matter, and hopefully they won't do anything like that again. They don't want to be burning bridges.
Can I just say I love the resurgence of point-and-click games. I don't know when that started, but the fact there's so many starting up now, I kind of love that they're all coming back, because that's pretty much what I grew up on.
Yes.
Was point-and-click games.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I personally don't care because I hate the genre, but that's my own personal. I don't want to see any genre die. Yeah, I want to see all genres continue to live, because it's kind of a state. It's the same thing as like today you, tomorrow me, isn't it? Because I love certain genres, and I would hope that genre fans of other genres support our genre when horrible things are happening to it, like, you know, space simulators and space combat sims. Those are dead at the moment. I would love more support for that. I want to see them come back. We saw a resurgence of point and clicks, as you said. We had, for the longest time, the world of 2D fighting games was dead. Completely dead. But, you know, now is back in full swing as well, so... Yeah, I don't want to see any genre die. I think it's sad when that happens. I want to see good, nice, colourful variety. Speaking of nice, colourful variety, I want to talk about the other games that I saw, if you don't mind, at the...
Continue, go
Yes,
on.
the Paradox. So, I want to talk about Dungeon Land, because I did not see this one coming. Not at all. So, when I heard Dungeon Land, I'm thinking, oh, it's a dungeon crawler, right? It's just, maybe it's a Diablo-style game or whatever. It's not that. It is something very, very different. It is a 3-player co-op brawler, yeah? It's sort of from an isometric third-person perspective. It reminds me a lot of Gauntlet Legends in that respect. And you go into this theme park called Dungeon Land as these 3 heroes. The theme park is run by a retired dungeon master who is also constantly kind of narrating over the top of it, and voice acting and announcements are going in there as well.
Whoa. Can I ask a question? Mm-hmm. Just because you're setting this up, and I'm curious.
Right.
Is this like dungeon master, as in an old nerd who has lost his mind, and he's like, I'll make the dungeon, right? He owns the theme park. This is set in like the modern world, or is this a creepy theme park from like ye olden days, and then these are real heroes, or are they like, you know, Jim, Tim, and Bim, the 3 adventurers?
No, it seems like they're kind of real heroes. They're a bit incompetent, but they're real heroes nonetheless. And the dungeon master.
What's the setting?
It's a theme park.
What era? Yeah, but what era? So wait,
there's
you're
only
telling me
one
that this
era
is
for
like,
theme parks. It's like
well, I'm saying this is. Well, so hold on,
theme parks in the
hold on.
1400s.
You're saying this is like Disney. You're saying this is like Disneyland.
Yes,
and then
it's like Disneyland.
Three dudes show up with like axes and broadswords.
That's exactly what it is.
And the dungeon master's like, wait!
Yes. What? You actually come into the theme park on a monorail. Yeah, that is the start of the game. You come in on a monorail. He welcomes you to Dungeon Land, and you're instantly attacked by 40 wizards. That's essentially what it is. That's essentially the game. Yeah.
That's amazing. I have to play this now. Oh my.
Yeah, so this game has been made by a company called Critical. They're a Brazilian developer. And this is the kind of thing you expect to see on console. It's actually a PC game, and it's got 3-player co-op, either local or online, yeah? And it's actually really hard. Like, it's deceptive, because it looks all cartoony, right? You think, oh, it's easy. No, it's not. Like, all 3 of you have really got to work together. You've got various abilities that synergize, and, like, the tank has got to be the tank. If you're the warrior with the sword and board, you have got to be blocking, and you've got to be stopping the enemies from getting to your squishier guys. The mage has got, like, invulnerability spells and things like that, which can keep you alive through certain horrible things that are coming your way. The rogue can do loads of damage, backstab, but he dies in about 3 hits. Like, if you let yourself get hit by the rogue and you don't dodge, you're dead, straight up. This is not an easy game. But the whole style of it is hilarious. You go into the level, and as I say, you're first attacked by a group of tiny wizards. Yeah, they're about this big, and their magic is pathetic. They just kind of zap you with a little prodding stick, and then you get attacked by these demented Barney the dinosaur lookalikes that look like they want to give you a hug, but they actually just want to rip your face off. And then there's a monster spawner that comes out of the ground, which is this giant purple worm in a party hat that is consistently smiling at you the entire time as it disgorges its horrors in your general direction. And then there's a giant chicken.
Disgorges its horrors.
Disgorges its horrors.
Horror.
Yep. That's what tends to happen to me after a really heavy night. I disgorge my horrors, but it's...
Disgorge my horrors.
The style of this game is just hilarious the entire way through, and there's actually these kind of scripted boss sequences called rides, and they're all kind of themed around theme park attractions, only they're very, very dangerous. So this is really, really cool. But there's one more thing that I haven't mentioned, which is not shown in the videos that are coming up on the channel, by the way. The first part is already up on my channel. Second part's on Yogscast, because Yogscast were down at this event as well. So we're like, hey, let's do a live 3-player. all screaming into a field recorder. So yeah, that was interesting. But
Oh, that'll be great quality.
the quality's not that bad, actually. It's surprisingly good, although people will probably whine anyway. I'm just looking, it's like, how many dislikes has this video got? The video's been up for 10 minutes, it's already got 49 dislikes. This is going well, guys. Thank you. But it does also have
Wonderful.
910 likes, so I guess I can't complain too much. People are jerks one way or the other. But the coolest feature, which is not in the game yet, is that there can be a fourth player. And the fourth player plays the Dungeon Master. And it's like...
Done.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's like being the director for Left 4 Dead, only you can control where the zombies come in, what kind of zombies come in. And they described it essentially as like kind of playing a tower defense and being able to place all of the stuff around and actually make an adventure for your friends. Like, you can't make the level, but you can put stuff in the level as they're going through it and set up traps and things like that as they're going into it. And I asked them...
Oh, this is a playthrough waiting to happen. Are you kidding? This is happening. Holy crap.
I asked them...
You can't see me, but I'm so excited. I want to play this now.
Yeah, we'll try setting up the call again after the break and see if we can get...
I think Dodge and I have the exact same smile on our faces. The minute you said that, it was like...
Looks insane ever since that description happened.
It's an official, mechanically implemented dicking on feature. It's the dick on mode. You can completely screw over 3 of your best friends with this mode. And I asked them, like... Okay, how are you going to implement this? Are you going to make it so that there's a limitation on resources? Or are you going to have a mode where you can essentially place as much as you want? Sort of like if you're playing with your friends, you know kind of how hard they want the game. Because I've always made this argument with games like Zombie Master, which was a mod for Source, yeah? And I don't know if... Did any of you get the chance to play that game? Zombie Master? No? Dodger, you didn't play?
No.
Nope. Okay, so the point of the Zombie Master is that one person plays the Zombie Master, everyone else plays survivors, kind of in a Left 4 Dead style, and each level has an objective. Like, there's one where you've got to collect the parts to get the truck running again so you can escape. And all the while you're doing this, the Zombie Master sees everything from an RTS view and is able to spawn zombies of different kinds in various areas, and also set up and activate traps. Like, there's environmental hazards in the level, like there's a crane that's got a big container, and for a certain amount of energy and points that you earn, you can drop the container. Or for even more, you can actually set it up so that when anyone walks under the container, it'll actually drop after a couple of seconds. And when it's played right, what happens is you can have the Zombie Master create a really cool, tense environment for everybody. Like, they spawn just the right amount of zombies, and if the guys are doing too well, they spawn a few more, and maybe they spawn some, like, the crawler zombies that go up the walls or whatever in a great location to jump on people as they're passing and really freak them out. But then there's the bad Zombie Masters who power game the whole thing, and whose sole purpose is to kill you as quickly as possible and to get the most points, yeah? And those guys are dicks.
Nice.
And this is what I said to them. It's like, look, you need both of these modes, because you need a mode where 4 friends can get together and the Dungeon Master is essentially serving the guys, like in a pen and paper RPG. You know, the Dungeon Master's not there to kill you in the first 5 minutes. He wants an interesting RPG, so he makes it so it's just challenging enough. So it's like, you've got to have both of these modes in there. But the whole thing sounds astonishingly fun. Like, it's such a great idea for a game, and the setting just really makes it. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. It's coming. I don't know when it's coming. It's not out yet, but I want that game. I really do.
I feel like having an army of purple worms with party hats.
Done.
Ungorging their horrors upon friends is kind of the best thing in
They
the
also
world.
gave me this lollipop, by the way. It actually has, like, part of a Dungeonland logo on there. It's all ripped off there, but they gave me this lollipop. And I'm like, right, well, 10 out of 10. I've been bribed by Paradox Interactive and Critical. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
If you want us to like your game, send us free stuff. We will love it.
Game reviews in a nutshell. Game reviews in a nutshell.
Worst mechanic ever. Lollipop's great. 10 out of 10.
Yep. Yeah, and I play a couple of other games as well. The new game from the guys who made Magicka is the Showdown Effect, which is a side-scrolling multiplayer deathmatch game where it's designed around action heroes in a movie setting and has kind of a dodge mechanic, which is quite interesting. So you're kind of shooting at each other and doing, like, backwards dives and things like that. And there's a mechanic where you hold down the right button and you dodge bullets. And it does it like the Matrix. Like, the character actually waves his hands around to sort of dodge the bullets. And if you press backwards, he'll start doing backflips across the screen as he's doing this. And there's environmental weapons and stuff like that, and there's different kinds of action heroes, and yeah, that's looking pretty fun. It's very much not ready yet. Like, you can see that on the video that I've done, but it's fun. It's genuinely fun.
Is that another multiplayer game?
Yes.
Sorry if you said that
that's
already.
Multiplayer. They're looking at the moment, what were they saying? Like 8 players, but probably more than that, with a couple of different modes. So that's fun.
What, 8 players?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
That's kind of amazing.
Yeah, it's fun. We've got a really, really great engine backing it up as well. The game looks great. It's 2D, but it's got, like, if you're firing bullets and things like that in a room, the room will gradually fill with bullet holes in the background, and lights will break and things like that. And you can dive through windows, but you can also dive through windows and push someone else through the window with you and land on them, which is great. That's so great. So yeah, that one's coming. That, again, they're really not finished with that game, but what I played of it, the early build, is fun. And the last game is War of the Roses, which is they describe it as Call of Duty / Battlefield in the medieval times. So you set up your loadout, and it's like, I'm going to have a longbow with a hardwood frame. And it's like having, like, red dot sights, like hardwood frame, like, I don't know, goat's intestine string or something like that. Different kinds of arrows. And there's mounted combat in it as well. So you can get a lance, and you can just ride somebody down with it. And the lance will, like, break on their face. You're just riding along, and you aim the lance. It goes into first-person mode. It's actually kind of hard to aim this thing, because obviously with a lance, you've got to hit them dead on with it, yeah? But you hit them in the head, and, like, they just go flying, and the lance splinters on their face, and you get a headshot from it. And this is all set in the actual War of the Roses period of England.
I know that this is inaccurate, but I'm imagining it like Dynasty Warriors, just like plowing through people with ridiculous weapons.
Yeah, it's definitely not that.
I know.
Yeah,
More Dynasty Warriors.
We need Dynasty Warriors 8. Get on that.
Call of Duty Dynasty Warriors. Dynasty Warfare.
Holy crap,
Yes.
that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I want that game. Where is that?
This is not that. It's got a lot of precision behind the combat. Like, you have to parry and block in different directions and things like that. And weapon reach is a big deal as well. Like, if you attack someone with, like, a poleaxe, you've got more reach than they do. But if they get inside your reach, all you're doing is hitting them with the wooden pole, which does nothing.
Right.
So you've got to get them to reach, or switch to, like, your dagger or your, like, arming sword or whatever. So yeah, it's quite technical.
Makes you think about it.
So it requires skill, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it requires skill. It's once again, it's very rough. Very rough at the moment. It's still pre-alpha. They're claiming, the alpha's going to take 4 months of testing, and then the beta more than that. Like, you won't expect this game before the end of the year. But what we played of it, we all played it on, like, a 20-person LAN, and it was pretty hilarious. It was really good fun. There's also
Are there no NPCs in this game? Is it all like...
It's 64-player online. Yeah. It's a massacre. Like, we only had 20 people, and it was a massacre. Like, there were just guys getting on top of roofs with crossbows. The crossbow's hilarious, because obviously a crossbow takes about 20 seconds to reload. So they got the crossbow, and it goes into first person. You shoot them with a crossbow, you get a headshot with that, and then you start winding the crossbow up. But there's a nice little mechanic where, kind of like Gears of War, you know, where you had the little ammo bar, and if you hit it at a certain time, you got a faster reload? Kind of the same thing. So it's got a little wheel on the screen that spins, and you lock it in, and then it spins quicker to reload. There's even a gun. There's a culverin, which is a really basic kind of shoulder-mounted cannon. You fire this off, it takes about 2 minutes to reload it. But my God, you hit that, and it's so great, because in one hand you've got the cannon, the other hand you've got essentially a lighter. And it's like, you light the thing, and you fire this. It's comical, because you can do this at point-blank range, and people just go flying. It's wonderful. But,
right.
Yeah, so those games were exciting, man. I love Paradox to bits because they release such weird games and they don't give a damn. Like, they'll release grand strategy games all the time, and they know that they're so niche, but they do well with them anyway.
I'm excited.
Everything that
every
you've
single one of those
described
games.
sounds awesome.
Yeah.
All of them. All of them sound good.
They actually
single
do.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every single one was actually cool in some way. As I said, yeah, they've got a lot to shape out with them, and bear in mind, Paradox does have a bit of a reputation for releasing buggy games. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen with these guns. Like, Dungeon Land in Alpha was so solid. Like, there was nothing wrong with the game. So I'm hoping that they work that out. Bear in mind, the Paradox is a publisher. They do make games as well, but they're publishing a lot of these titles. So we'll see. They're all really exciting.
His face is frozen in the best way right now.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
I'm leaving it. Screw it. I'm leaving it.
All right.
I know.
We're going to break, I think. We're going to break. When we come back, we're going to try and fix the Skype. I don't even know if it can be done, but... Oh, man.
No!
We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Game Station podcast. Yeah, I still have no camera from either of you. Skype is so broken. Oh, God.
So broken today. This is not the time, Skype.
Don't you know who we are?
Don't you understand what we're doing here?
We're ending war in the Middle East. We're solving problems. God, you're so bad.
Yeah.
Well, if you can't see me, I'm just gonna start picking my nose the entire time.
You should.
I think Dodger can see me though, but that's okay.
I can. I'll judge you. I'll judge you the whole time.
Good. Please do.
Okay. I'll have to judge you silently though, so no one else can know.
Oh. Silent Judgment. Sounds like the name of a really bad, John Grisham novel. Silent Judgment.
Yes. It would involve incest.
What? What?
That's what I think. If it was a novel called Silent Judgment,
It would involve incest.
it would involve incest. Too much Game of Thrones happening, I think. Is
yeah.
the problem. Oh, before I forget, Davis texted me back, and we are Thronesing tomorrow. I know that nobody listening to the podcast cares right now.
Actually
but-
cares,
I don't think we're even on the air. TV's like, F it, I'm done. He's like, I got no time for this. I'm gonna go to Piccadilly Circus. Is that a thing? Is that a thing you guys do?
Piccadilly Circus is actually a thing, yes. I'm sorry, I was just... I was checking the Dungeon Land video to check that everything was okay, because sometimes I'll check the comments to see if maybe there's something broken in the video that I have to fix later, and it's like, no, people are just being idiots again. It's like, why do you hate your fans, TB? It's because they're all stupid. That's the main problem. If they weren't all stupid, I'd be okay. And they're like, oh, well, you can't scare them away. No, we won't make any money if you get rid of them. It's like, are you serious? Like, I look through my videos and I see the comments. Like, for instance, like Botanacula has about 200,000 views now and 2,000 comments. Yeah, like, you know what? All of those 2,000 people could leave and I wouldn't notice at all. Like, it just would be zero impact at all, and it would be brilliant.
The sick thing about the people that love you is that if you stopped berating them, they wouldn't love you as much. It would just you just wouldn't have that TB charm happening anymore.
Yeah, I mean, today has been more stupid than usual. It started well because I got up in the morning and I was having a fairly serious allergic reaction, which was great. It's like my entire back is like bright red. I'm like, god damn it. So I'm like, hey, here's some. Let's take some Benadryl, and yes, I endorse Benadryl anti-allergy stuff. So I'm like, okay, so I take one of those and I kind of go back to sleep as like my back is in flames. I get up 2 hours later, like, great, okay, everything's sorted. I'm on my allergy stuff. I'm okay. So I go through my Paradox little goodie bag thing that I picked up from the event, which is like usually like a poster and a USB key and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. Bribe, 10 out of 10, Paradox. But I looked in there and I'm like, oh, there's a free code for Magicka here, which actually looks something like that. And like, oh, okay, I'll give that away. I'll just tweet it because like. I don't know if anyone doesn't have Magicka yet, but hey, here's a free $10 game or whatever. First thing that happens, I get berated by someone for not respecting the fans because the game is cheap. And my jaw drops. And I'm like, this is going to set the tone for the rest of the day, isn't it? And as it turns out, that's exactly what it did. And it's like piles, sacks, mountains of idiots. And yeah, that's how I am right now. This has turned me into the person I am today. And if anyone ever asks why I hate my fan base, it's like because everyone that leaves a comment on my video seems to leave their brain at the door before they do it. And yeah, just fuck them all, man. They could all leave and I wouldn't notice. And you know what? It's like, oh, but you make less money. It's like, yes, but you know how much my mental health counseling is going to cost in later life because of you people? You know what? This is an investment for the future. I'm investing in my sanity now so I don't have to pay for it later. It's just simple logic.
Logic.
Something they lack.
Logic?
Yeah. Or I could just hate everybody. That's a possibility too. I just might hate everyone. But
I think that's
yeah.
Yep, that's where you should be.
But you've all had that,
cynical.
though. Come on, you know what? I need you to at least identify with me here. I don't want to feel like I'm insane. You guys have had these comments too, right? It's not just me.
Oh, of course.
Yes?
Are you?
I
Please?
just like I don't know. They become white noise for me though.
Yeah.
Like the ones that are really nice,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I love my fans so much, and the ones that are mean, it's like they don't exist. I'm just like, whatever. Scroll,
Yeah,
scroll,
I
scroll.
always thought like that you gotta have a certain amount of arrogance to do what we do because all we really do is we talk bullshit on the internet for a couple of hours and we get paid for it, and we've got to have the arrogance to believe that our opinion matters enough for people to watch it. So by that logic, you also say, right, well, the guys in the comments, their opinion actually doesn't really matter because they're not on YouTube and making videos. Ooh, yeah. That's my thoughts.
I need that as a sound file, please. Someone on the internet, get on that.
Ooh, yeah.
I tell you,
Wow.
I tell you,
Ooh, yeah.
I'm getting the tweets now. It says, not all your fans are completely dumb. The smart ones see the dumb comments and facepalm a lot. Like, no, the smart ones don't read the comments at all. That's why you never see them there. They're
the
smarter than I am.
Yep.
Yeah, they are much smarter than I am because they don't read the comments at all. They've got some brains on them, man. That's like the 99% of the channel. You know, the 200,000 views, the 2,000 comments. 99% of people don't read the comments at all, or when they do, they're just like, oh, and move on, and they don't get involved. But you know what the stupid
man.
thing is? The secret of YouTube, by the way, guys. Just a little tip before we get on with this show.
Here it is,
Oh, okay.
guys.
Yeah, here it
It's
is.
happening.
Secret of YouTube.
Enlighten us.
Because
Okay,
people always
okay.
ask, if you hate the comments so much, why don't you just disable them on the videos? Because you can do that. And the answer is, YouTube determines video popularity on a number of different factors, including, not least, how many comments there are. So the bigger an argument there is in the comments, the more popular a video becomes. It actually becomes more visible on YouTube. It rises up the search rankings. It ends up on category front pages, all because of arguments in the comments. If you can believe that.
I feel like like making it so that people can't comment is so silly because if you as the person who uploaded don't want to read the comments, don't
Upload a
Don't
video.
read-
Yeah.
read the comments. I don't know.
Or that.
Like let people discuss the video if they want, regardless of how like weird or bizarre their discussion is, but you don't have to read it.
I love reading the comments specifically for this podcast because it's kind of the best thing ever for me.
Yeah, I do that every now and
It's
again.
great.
It's so funny.
There are like I usually when it comes to my own channel, like I try to read through everything and stuff just because I want to see what people are saying. 90% of the time I don't listen because most of it's like play this other thing that you were playing.
Yeah, exactly.
More of this and more of that.
No,
It's like ugh.
it's always spelt in the most obnoxious way as well, isn't it? It's M-O-A-R. Like, as soon as I see that, I immediately switch off. I'm like, right, if you're going to spell it that way, your opinion
button right
doesn't
there.
matter. That is one rage button.
Luckily I have like some of the best like people in the world who watch my videos. I don't know why they're there, but they're awesome and they aren't like complete crazy psychopaths. However, on the TGS
Always
podcast,
nice.
I think that the crazy psychopaths watch this is what I'm convinced of. And so I come here to get my berating comments. Like I swear to God, there's a bunch of comments like that's pretty funny, but then there's a ton that are like, that was a great podcast until Jesse ruined it. I mean, that's like every single. on the iTunes page, there's 4 like ratings, like people wrote like reviews, and the very first one I think is about the very first episode, and it's like, this is really well put together, but they need to get rid of that Jesse guy because all he did was derail. He didn't do anything constructive. I was like, oh, that dude's probably really pissed off right now.
Jesse, it's okay because so many of the comments also wind up being, why is there a girl on this? They shouldn't have a girl on this. She's dumb. I'm like, well,
yeah,
it's okay.
I am dumb, but
yeah, no, and that's why I think it's funny because I guess because this is a more popular sort of series that we do. We get a lot of people who just sort of wander in off the streets, and they're just like, well, what is this thing here? These people talking about video games or something, right? And so like it's good that I think on our own perspective channels that people understand what we do.
Yeah.
And so there aren't a lot of like people who like I know that when everyone first started out here, and everyone watching right now, if you like are trying to make videos and you are just getting spammed with like hate comments and stuff, everyone's been there. That sort of thing that happens.
Oh yeah.
When you first start making videos until you establish like your persona, it's all just like, you suck. Why don't you quit living? Maybe you should die now.
Yeah, that's.
And you just, after a while, you just get used to it. And you're like, whatever.
There was actually a really
like,
sad.
that keep coming back, know who you are and what you do.
Yeah.
There was a really sad comic of a cat. I'm not sure where it is. And
Where's this going?
where is this going? Where is this going? I know what I'm about to say. There's this really sad comic of a cat.
There's a really sad comic of a cat, and
Period.
This cat.
That's it.
That's the end of the show, right there. This cat, right?
Thank you for watching the Game Station podcast.
That's the title right there. That's the title of this episode. There was a really sad comic about a cat. Period.
This comic, this cat, sees a video on YouTube of another cat doing cute things with like millions of views, So what he does is, he's all kind of hopeful in the eyes, like, I could do that too. And he films himself kind of doing cute things. And he puts a video up on YouTube, and then he sees the comments, which are like, you gay, fag, kill yourself, etc., etc. And he's sad, and he throws himself off a building. He jumps off a building, commits suicide. But he survives. And he ends up but somebody films the whole jump. He survives it with kind of broken leg and stuff. And then someone uploads that video on YouTube, and then was like, this is the most awesome cat, and everything like that. It's like, it's the best cat in the world. And then at the end, he's just like, he's got like a broken leg, but he's smiling at the end. And like, that comic actually makes me incredibly sad. Because it represents everything that YouTube is about. And it makes me want to kill myself. And I'm like, oh, I am so depressed. And that is the Sad Cat comic. And I've seen it on Reddit several times. I don't know where it is, but that comic actually makes me well up in tears. I am so upset by it.
Okay. Hold up.
Did you find it?
My boys from Shibusi.com. Shibusi.com. You should go there. Actually, right now you should go there. But right
Crash it.
They
Go,
put up a silly picture for everyone to look at.
Oh,
if you're trying
we've
to
got
crash
it.
But there's
it.
the link.
Yep. Oh, this is.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. That one right there. Yeah, you go and look at that and tell me
so
that's not.
happy at the end.
His smile is so wonderful.
It's so sad.
It's like, I was so sad when I looked at that comic. So sad. And I felt I went into a depression for days. And like, because it's so goddamn true. Oh, it's like, goddamn cat. You shouldn't have got involved in this world. This world is too cruel for you.
Poor kitty. Now maybe he'll be happy though.
Oh wait, I think
Yeah,
I sent you guys the half of it because it's bigger.
Yeah.
There's the full one.
What?
Yeah, cat makes YouTube video.
Yeah, like he sees it, and then he's like, "Oh, a cat licking his paws. I'll make a video." And it's like, "I'm licking my paws too."
Yes.
And then they're like, "Die, die, die, you fat gay beast."
Yeah, that's like, oh, God.
And he jumps off the thing, and then the cat's like, "My life ain't worth living." And then they're like, "This is the best thing ever." That is a perfect representation of YouTube.
Is it
on all
wrong
levels.
that I find that comic sadder than the suffering of many millions in other countries? Does that make me a bad person?
It relates to you personally.
Yeah, I guess so.
It touches on a level that the suffering of millions doesn't.
Well, that's always the way, isn't it? I don't want to get philosophical on this, but that's actually the way that the world works. I've made a tiny
You get
URL.
content.
You can go and check it out. tinyurl.com/sadcatcomic is what I set up.
About games and philosophy.
And philosophy and sad cats. Yeah, that is
Cats.
so
This might
upsetting.
be the greatest comeback from a commercial break we've ever done. I just want to point it out. This is like the best.
Half an hour.
I'm talking about cats.
God, we even said, let's do a short show and keep it focused, guys. Did we manage it? No.
I know. Let's
No.
be focused. We're gonna be focused.
We tried.
Wow.
Give us credit, internet. We tried. Okay? Give us that.
Oh. Anyway, let's get back on video games.
Around podcast.
Let's get back into video games. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about releases that are coming up. That sounds like a good idea.
Nice.
I've lost the release list. It was in the Skype call. Damn it! Can you paste the release list again, please, guys?
I'll find it.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you,
shoot,
Jesse.
That's right, because we canceled out of the call. Lol.
Golly gee, I got it, guys. Hold on. Look at me holding it together. What did I say? What did I say earlier?
Jesse
I'm the one who
Cox.
holds this podcast together.
Being the classy one, got no boobs behind you.
I know, right?
Yep.
You know what? There's
the
going to
pillar.
be framed boobs. They're going to be framed. It's going to be shiny, glistening,
Oh, man.
shiny framed boobs.
Dude.
So that's a thing.
Classier, new levels of class happening.
Classy as beep.
Anyway, we can talk about. I'll tell you one of them that's coming up actually, which might excite a few people and probably fill many more with dread. The Walking Dead is becoming a game, an episodic game, coming out on 24th of April on
Right.
Steam. If you buy it, I think you get
You
the
know
entire
what?
series for $18.89, and it is by Telltale. Yes, it's Telltale.
But it's single player, and that I don't like much.
Well, it's Telltale. Does Telltale ever do a multiplayer
I
game?
prefer a Walking Dead game to be any game with zombies needs to have the ability to play with friends. I'm sorry. That's life.
I mean, if it's story based though.
False.
Just like Walking Dead is story
Falsification.
based.
Inaccurate. If there's zombies involved, you need to be able to kill them with friends. That's it. End of story.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, in
Jesse,
Walking
you're
Dead, it's
missing
not
the
about
point.
killing zombies, though. Like,
Walking Dead. It's about the human condition, Jesse.
You know
Not
what?
about zombies.
That's what the comic and TV show are about. Games are for slaughtering millions of zombies. I don't need to reflect on my human condition. Like, in reality, the zombies are just like us. No, I don't. I'm playing a game. Let me kill stuff. I don't need to sit there and be like,
but we
interesting.
have games
but
like that. Hundreds of them, in fact, when it comes to zombie
I
killing.
want newer and better ones. Why is that a problem? Give them to me. I would like newer games to kill zombies. Once I beat
Can
a
I
game
not have a
killing
zombie
zombies,
game that's not
there should be
that,
another
though?
game.
I want a game that is not like that has zombies in it. Because that
Ew.
would actually be interesting. Which is why I'm kind of interested in The Walking Dead. Telltale is an interesting company to do it because they've pulled off a lot of episodic stuff like this well. In terms of, like, you know, the Back to the Future, for instance, is really good by them.
Right.
But they also did Jurassic Park, which was more
is not
kind of...
very good.
Yeah, and the problem with that is that it was kind of a more QTE-centered game. And this sounds like that's
Right.
what this is as well. And that's what worries me, that it might not be good as a
Walking
result
Dead
of that.
is?
Well, yeah, because they're saying, oh, you're forced to make decisions that require an almost immediate choice, which basically means a QuickTime event. Yeah? So, that's what worries me. Because, like I said, whenever they do QuickTime events in their games, they don't seem to do the game anywhere near as well. Jurassic Park was a disaster, an unmitigated disaster. Whereas their point-and-click games are really, really good.
Is this where you announce your new Kickstarter, Zombie Philosopher? Zombie
Have you a game?
Philosopher.
Yeah.
Or not to that is the right?
He's looking
That
to.
sounds,
That's
that sounds
Shakespeare.
like it.
The
That's
zombie
zombie
philosopher
Shakespeare.
is looking to get inside your brain. Perfect tagline.
That's a tagline.
Yes.
Right there.
Oh,
Martin's
Yes.
genius.
Kickstarter that, man.
More of
Damn,
that.
I will be your first supporter.
Excellent.
And you know what the best part is? We can just pretend like it's gonna be a game, and then just be like, yeah, development issues.
Well, no, what we can say is it's philosophically
That's how we
a game.
take your money.
Yeah. A game, but not a game. It's
legit.
it's a whole metaphysical
it's philosophy.
expressionism. Yes.
Oh, everything's coming together.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all
right
making
there.
sense.
Wow, zombie philosopher is the next big thing.
Definitely.
Wow.
That's going to be an iOS game by tomorrow, and we're going to get really pissed when Zynga buys it.
Oh, we're gonna be so angry.
Zynga's gonna buy zombie philosopher farmer.
Oh,
Zombie philosopher farms.
No.
damn it, Zynga! It's like they spent
The new
$20 billion
multiplayer Facebook
buying
game.
it. Oh,
Ah.
And then some grandmother in like Topeka's playing it. Like, I can build farms with my zombies.
And think about them.
And think about it.
yes, consider it.
corn really growing if it's in the computer? That's some deep stuff, Grandma. That's some deep.
It's food for the soul,
That's,
Grandma. It's
the
food for
zombie
the
happening
soul.
so hard.
What the? All right, we should probably get back to games.
Nothing. We cannot. Oh God. Yep.
Pre-order
Okay.
DLC
What else
pack,
comes
play as
next?
Aristotle Zombie. With costume pack. Yes.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
it. That's it. In a nutshell, we've just
That's
made a
amazing.
game. Yes.
I'm
Anyway,
so-
Done.
yeah, it's
Materializing before our eyes.
it's the same kind of thing that Telltale usually do. Like they sell the entire season, but once this thing comes out, you'll be able to buy it in episodes. £18.89. How much is it in dollars, guys, for this thing?
Oh, do I have to go look? I don't
Go
know.
on. I mean,
Like,
what kind of PC
$10.
gamer are you? It's not $10. That would make it.
probably 29. If it's 18 pounds, probably like 29.99, something like that. 24.99.
Why don't you have Steam open? Like you're a PC gamer, you have Steam, right?
Because I closed it because I was like, if it's connected to the internets, maybe that's what's affecting my Skype call.
I did that too.
So I closed it.
Not.
Neither of us have it open.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
okay. All right. Let's see.
On another note, on the 26th of April, for any Mac fans out there, you can get Deus Ex Human Revolution,
This is the truth.
which is a terrific
enough.
game. So
It is a
that's
terrific game,
something that you can do on the 26th, which is what, Wednesday? No. What week is this?
What year is
Saturday.
this?
Thursday.
Says Robin Williams with a giant beard.
Thursday
Yeah.
is when that comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Max Payne on Android is Thursday as well.
Yeah, Max Payne is actually on iOS now, and it's pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, you know, they did GTA 3, which it was okay, but it didn't really
Yeah.
control very well. Max Payne actually controls surprisingly well, and aside from that, it's just a perfect port. It's great. It's really good, and it's like $1. So it's like, hey, let's play Max Payne again. I think the only problem. The only problem is probably going to be that stupid level where you've got to go through the blood maze when you're on drugs. I don't know if you remember that level, but
Oh.
yeah, because that was a
Yes.
pain in the ass with normal controls. With touch controls, that's most likely going to be a nightmare. Complete nightmare.
It looks like Myst is on the 3DS on April 26th. That's exciting if you want to
I wonder
relive
if they actually.
Oh my
threw-
God,
mid 90s.
I legit want that.
Well,
I legit
Myst,
need that in my life.
If it was Riven or onwards, I would have said, that in 3D would be pretty cool, because that game still looks good today. Myst doesn't. At all. Myst
Are they
looks
not?
appalling.
Are
now.
the graphics not updated at all? It's just they just made it 3D.
That's a really good question. I actually do not know that. I'm looking at... Myst... Oh, this is on the joystick article. Myst 3D video shows off Myst, not so much 3D. Let's see.
Oh,
Okay.
well.
I'm just
Trying
checking
to figure out-
I'm checking the video out right now, actually. Oh, this video has been removed by user. That's bloody helpful, isn't it?
Nice. Nice.
Everything's going wrong.
Oh, apparently the exact comment actually was what I said. It would have been better if it was Riven. See? Even the joystick guys agree with me.
I'm trying to see if there's any just simple ports. Like there's 50 classic games, April 27th, which is like basically junk. enjoy if you want 50 classic games.
Yeah, they haven't done
It's
anything.
like
Actually, this Myst is not 3D at all.
Lots of ports.
Not 3D at all.
It's
because
not. It's
just
for
on the 3DS.
It's on the bottom
What?
screen. It's on the bottom screen, so it can't be 3D. I'm just looking at
There's
the video
nothing on
of
the
it
top
right
at
now.
all?
Well, there is. There's like maps and puzzle solving stuff, but the actual
3D maps.
the 3D environment stuff is all on the bottom screen. So it's not
Why would
3D
they
at
do
all.
that? Why take a game that why take a game that tried to have that, like, you know, you can manipulate it 3D-ish feel and then not go all the way with it?
Yeah, they also didn't port real Myst either. They ported the actual Myst as opposed to the real Myst upgrade. I don't even know.
What?
That's terrible. That's such a stupid idea.
Oh, everything's
That
going
is-
wrong.
yeah.
Mist. I love Mist so much. I want to.
It's real Myst
other
is
than
so
that,
much
there's-
better.
There's Let's Dance. That's April 27th if you want to dance.
Oh, another dance game.
Letsingly.
Great.
Yeah.
We just got Star
Hey,
Wars
they're
Connect.
fun.
Do we really need
Yeah.
another dance game?
That's the only dance game you need. It's amazing.
It's just dance. That's all it is.
But when it comes to actual releases, there's Prototype 2, Bloodforge, and Risen 2, Dark Waters.
Bloodforge looks really cool.
Oh my
I don't
God,
know
yeah.
a lot about it, but it looks awesome.
Yeah, I didn't hear much about it, but Bloodforge is the graphic style of Bloodforge is what you really want to have a look at. It's that's
I think that's 360 only, I think.
yeah, it's
could be
part of
wrong.
a promotion. Apparently, it's Bloodforge was announced as part of Microsoft's Arcade Next promotion. So that actually means this is not going to be a full price game by the looks of it, but it looks like a full price game. Like its actual graphical style it's mind blowing. I looked at it and it's like this is a really awesome kind of desaturated, dark, bloody look to the game. Looks fantastic.
Yeah, it
I want to see more about it.
It does. It has that sort of just dark. I don't know. Almost. I'm trying to think of like it looks like the way they used to make games in like early mid 2000s ish, where it was trying to be like super gritty and that
Yeah.
dark look. Like that's how it feels. It looks really cool, but at the same time, you know, it's a live game, so you're not going to get like mind-blowing graphics. But for what
Wow.
it is, it looks cool. Like
Looks pretty damn
Yeah.
good. I mean, you could say that, and
yeah, I mean, it looks cool.
Infinity Blade exists on iOS, and that actually looks pretty good. You can get a game with
Yeah,
great
true.
graphics.
But
on
with
this
that
platform.
said, Infinity Blade, while is probably the most gorgeous looking, and Infinity Blade 2 look gorgeous,
Yes.
it's seriously like 10 minutes of actual gameplay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So-
I know. I've played through it many times. It's like there's not a lot going for this game, but it's fun enough in and of itself. The thing
But yeah,
about
it's fun to actually play it. Yeah.
the thing about Bloodforge, this graphic style actually lets it get away with taking some liberties with the actual graphical fidelity of it. Because if you notice, a lot of the terrain is blacked out. It's silhouetted. So you
Right,
don't have to
right.
work
Yeah.
on textures and stuff like that. So you can put a lot of your effort into character models, and it looks like they have. And it's given it this really cool, unique look, but it also makes it look a hell of a lot cooler than it would otherwise. So that's nice. I want to see more of that stuff. It's called Bloodforge Blood and Vengeance. It's coming out on April the 25th on Xbox Live Arcade. And it's essentially a spectacle fighter. It's a hack and slash game.
The dude with the like deer head, like deer skull mask or whatever
Yeah.
with the antlers looks like a badass.
Uh-huh.
Like if you had an
Yeah.
army of those dudes, like you'd be invincible.
Everybody in that. Everybody has a mask, right? Or no?
I think so.
I don't know.
That's a very. By the
I'm
way, that's a
try-
very clever way of doing things. That putting people in masks is great if you don't want to have to animate facial features, which is actually a very hard
Yeah,
thing
no
to do.
joke.
Yep. There's a load of games that did that actually. Infinity Blade does it for one thing, but
Yeah.
there was
But
a
they do
game.
it so well because the masks they give you are like badass looking.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
the
you
armor
want to
design.
wear those masks.
So
yeah.
good. Yeah, they're really great.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's coming out and that's looking interesting. Prototype 2 is the big AAA release. I'm pretty pumped for this. It's not out on PC, which pisses me off a bit, but I'll pick it up on console because I don't know about you, but the original Prototype was one of
Was
those games that I loved to bits. Like it was a game where you could pick up a grandmother with your giant claws and you could take the grandmother to the top of the Empire State Building while she's still kind of screaming and struggling. You could then throw her off the Empire State Building, and then glide to where she landed 2 miles later, where there's a big splat of gore on the ground and people are running around screaming. And then you can kill all of them too. And that is awesome. That game had a seamless city. Like, it had no loading times in the city. You could glide wherever you wanted, and anything you could see, you could get to. And it was great.
Yeah.
And you could surfboard on people. What else could you want?
Could you? I do not remember that.
Yep, you can.
I don't know if you guys have seen the live action commercial. That thing has me so pumped. Like,
Yeah.
the live action commercial's so cool. I was like, holy crap. Like, if this was a movie, this would be badass.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I'm very excited for Prototype.
I liked it. Some people said it was really cheesy, but I think maybe just the
No
choice.
way.
I think maybe just the choice of the soundtrack, even though, like, hey, Johnny Cash, can't say a word against Johnny Cash, maybe wasn't the most appropriate track for it. It's like, you remember the Dead Island trailer that blew everyone away? That was suitably subtle in the way they did things. This is like, I am a very upset, genetically engineered, virus-infested dude, and here is my dead wife and child, and it throws it in your face in about 5 seconds with hurt in the background. It's like, all right, Activision, okay. But the actual...
What's weird about
but it
that...
still looked great.
What's strange, and you're absolutely right. What's strange is that the what's on screen takes away from the song. Like, that song, like, Johnny Cash doing Nine Inch Nails is like one of the most depressing singular, like, recorded pieces of music in history.
Oh god.
Like, if you listen to that, you're like, wow, you have just ruined my life. Like, it's so depressing.
Yeah.
Seriously, like, and the video for it, if you actually see like the Johnny Cash video, it's like, wow, this guy has some demons, right? And so the way they put it together is it almost like lessens the impact of the song, which then lessens the impact of the video. The trailer's still amazing. Like, it looks great, but you're absolutely right. I never even thought about that. But the song was sort of secondary when they were trying to, like, force it down your throat. Like, look, this is the theme of this game, right? It was like, like, good observation, TB. Good observation.
Well, whatever the case, I'll still play the game because, one thing, it's Activision publishing a game that's at least semi-original and isn't a completely milked IP. That's rare enough in and of itself. Yeah. Like, they've been quite quiet lately, mostly because they've been drowning in the cash that Skylanders has been making them. But this...
Swimming, really.
Yeah. That's the thing about Activision. Like, every now and again, they do really well with a property to the point where they then, like, greenlight a bunch of really cool games. And then it starts falling off, and then they instantly fire everybody, and then try to look for the next big cash cow, and then they start doing that again. You know, in this case, it's like, hey, we're gonna fund Radical and make a follow-up to Prototype, which did fairly well in 2009. It came out at the same time as Crackdown, which didn't help either of those games, I might add. That really was not a very good idea. Like, Crackdown was really good as well, and they both came out around the same time, but Crackdown was 360 exclusive. And actually, no, it didn't come out at the same time. I think I'm actually completely wrong about that. Yeah, I am. Wow. How the hell did I think of that? There was something else. Infamous. It was Infamous that came out around the same time. That was it. I knew it was something similar. Yeah, Prototype and Infamous came out around the same time, which didn't help, because that's two very similar games in the kind of free roaming.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean, I would say Infamous was arguably better because of the way that, I mean, its graphic style was interesting. It handled morality quite nicely. Where Prototype was just a slaughter fest the entire time.
Yeah.
But it was very good at what it did. I
think more people wound up playing Infamous, though.
Yeah.
Out of the two.
I think so. But obviously Prototype did well enough to get a sequel, which is in itself great. And also, it's by Radical, who made Hulk Ultimate Destruction, which was incredible. Oh, that game.
That game was great.
Yeah, that game was awesome. So I'm really happy to see Radical getting another shot at it. Prototype, to me, is essentially Carnage, the video game. Yeah, it's like if you took Spider-Man Carnage and took all of the locks off it, you know, you pulled out all the stops, that's what Prototype is. And it was really fun.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. So I'm hoping Prototype...
Can I ask a question?
Well. Yeah, sure.
What is the appeal of Skylanders? Like, that is a game I don't understand.
I don't either.
I know.
I know so many people who love it.
Me
And
too.
I can't get behind it. I'm sorry. Like, it's mind-boggling to me.
It's never interested me at all. I've wondered that too.
Skylanders is
Do
actually,
enlighten us.
It's actually genius. Like the guys who developed that are evil geniuses. It's incredibly smart. Because it combines several things that are really, really cool. One, it's got a gimmick, yeah? Because these things, they seem like new tech because you essentially plug them in, yeah? And you plug in something and something appears on screen. This is something that companies have been chasing for a while. Like, you remember Eye of Judgment, which was one of the early games for the PS3. In fact, I actually have Eye of Judgment. I had it around here somewhere. Whatever, I left it. Oh, I have the cloth. Here's the cloth. The Eye of Judgment board is this cloth right here. There you go. And what you were supposed to do with Eye of Judgment is you put this cloth down and you get this little... It comes with a little rig to put your PlayStation Eye in so that it kind of hovers above the board. You put a card down on it,
right.
And on the PlayStation screen, the monster pops out of the card, yeah? And they actually fight and stuff like that. And they've been chasing this idea of mixing tactile, physical items with computer games for ages, and they've never really got it right. But Skylanders nails that, yeah? And also, it's collectible toys, which is still kind of a thing at the moment. You know, miniatures have been doing pretty well for a while. These things, very much collectible toys. So you combine Pokemon with that tactile interaction thing, and you then also combine it with something that probably a lot of kids don't... Well, a lot of kids won't know about this now, but something I remember, this is when they tried to do this, like, 20 years ago. You remember the Barcode Battler? Somebody does, surely.
No. It was something different in the U.S., but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah?
Yes.
Dodger, do you remember the Barcode Battler? No?
You know, my initial reaction was no, but was it a thing where like there were certain things that you could buy and then oh gosh, I feel like I know
Links
there's
incoming.
something about
Links
this
incoming.
that I know.
Wikipedia link right there for you.
Oh God.
This thing was actually released in 1991. Yeah, and there we go. I'm just giving them to the chat as well. It's Wikipedia. Just look for Barcode Battler.
It's a handheld.
Yeah, this thing was a handheld with a barcode scanner. It was essentially the dullest thing in the world. Like, you can find some YouTube videos on this thing. It was really bad, but at the time, it was innovative because the idea was anything in your house can be the ultimate weapon, and you don't know what. So loads of people spent ages searching for the barcodes that would generate the most powerful items and the most powerful monsters, because each barcode had stats generated from it, yeah? So I assume it used some kind of internal algorithm.
This is way different than what I thought.
Yeah?
Oh, this is way...
No, this is kind of what I was thinking, except I think that I feel like somebody tried to reboot this idea later.
Yeah? Did they?
In a different way.
Well, there was a Barcode Battler 2, I know that. But...
What?
Yeah, they released another one.
Oh, man.
No, that's not what I was thinking. Yeah. There was... I don't know what they were called.
Scanners. It wasn't Scanners, was it, that you were talking about?
No. It was kind of like Skylanders in the thought process, but it was like there were these little beast creature things that you collected, and you would put them on a board, and they would fight like each other or whatever else you were playing with, and you had to collect all the different types. And there was like a shark man, and there was like a dude who was like a plant guy, and basically it was the same type of thing in Skylanders, where it's all these different like creative characters. Maybe? I don't remember the name of it to save my life, but I remember the toys, and I would have had them still had my mom, who I will never forgive, gave them away with my He-Mans and my Ninja Turtles.
Oh my God! My parents gave away my Ninja Turtles!
All of it gone. I could have had them still.
Bonding moment.
That was the worst day ever.
My He-Mans and my Ninja Turtles and my G.I. Joes, gone.
Oh, God.
However, they kept this bin filled with Lego pieces. They're like, one day when you have grandchildren, when you give us grandchildren, we'll give them the Legos. Like, Mom, no kid's gonna want a freaking bin of random Lego pieces.
Oh, come on. Go for the best.
She's like, don't worry, I'll save them for you. That's what Mom sounds like, apparently.
I was gonna say that's your mom.
Apparently.
Right now she's watching like, well, I am offended.
But anyway, the point is that they essentially have struck that gold that is nailed it right on the button for every one of those things. And that's why Skylanders popular. And actually, I'm not even going to call it a bad game because it's not. It's actually really good. Like the whole concept behind it is great. It's devious, but it's great. And the game is actually fun. It's got nothing to do with Spyro at all, and I don't know why they're even putting the Spyro brand on it, because I don't recognize any of these creatures, but except for, Spyro is a character in the game, but it was a really smart thing to do. Very, very smart, and yeah, they've been doing well, and they've also stayed off of people's radars lately with dick moves, and EA's been doing too many of those, and yeah, so we get a prototype too, so I guess thanks, Activision, because Radical deserves another shot at that game.
Yeah. There was one more, yeah?
Risen.
Dark Waters.
Risen 2. Yes! What a great idea. It's like, the original Risen, was made by a team which is not the same as the guys that make Gothic, but it's got some of the devs on it, right? And it was pretty good. Like, it was awful on console because the port was terrible, but on PC it was pretty good. Risen 2 is like, well, how can we make this generic RPG on a kind of tropical fantasy island a bit unique? Pirates. Frickin' pirates. And that's what Risen 2 Dark Water is. It's an RPG in a kind of traditional style, kind of free roaming, but you're pirates. And that makes it twice as good by default. That's what it is.
I could get behind that.
Yeah.
The fact that it's called Risen 2 Dark Waters and there's pirates involved, does anyone remember the show, like, Pirates of Dark Water?
Pirates of Dark Water? Yes.
Oh my God,
Wasn't that, like, the best show?
They cancelled it before they ended it.
Yeah, it was so aggravating because you never found out what happened.
Yeah.
I'm currently having that issue. I was talking to Dodger earlier. I'm currently having that issue with the Avatar series.
Seriously, you should read the You should read the comic books.
Just for the record, for fans who aren't aware, and I'm probably, if you haven't seen the original Avatar, it's been out for years, so that's your damn problem. But at the end of the last
spoiler alert.
Yeah, at the end of the last Airbender, because when this was going on, when book 3 was happening, there was a writer's strike. So like for 4 months there was no episodes, and then they just sort of wrapped up the series because I guess Nickelodeon didn't want to fund or whatever. But there were going to be 4 books, and then they only ended up with 3. And so at the end of the 3rd book, they wrapped up the story, and one of the storylines was what happened to Zuko's mother, right? And they give you like this big tease at the end, and then it's like end of series, and it's like no, right? And so at the beginning of the new series, The Legend of Korra, they hint at it, and then another character walks in and then ends the conversation. And it's the most aggravating thing because I don't know if it's gonna happen or if they're messing with you.
Well, they are like. I read the first volume because they're turning book 4 into actual comic books, and I read the first volume of that, and I really liked it. I think that the second volume's out now, so you should read. You should try it out.
Reading requires work.
I have no idea about that.
You know what? I highly recommend you take the time to watch the first 3 seasons because you just on the basis of it, you would think like this is a kiddie Nickelodeon show. But it's like one of the best, well-written shows I've seen in a long time.
That's the same argument people have made for My Little Pony, and I'm not going to fall into that trap.
No.
But friendship is magic, John. Friendship is magic.
Don't you dare.
That's different.
You dare. It's like, I like you, but I could change my opinion. I could be made to change it.
No. All right. That's different because friendship is magic, and this is from a person who doesn't watch the show, but I know enough to say that one, they write it for the audience that watches it now. Like there's a character that's
a character called Derpy?
Like Derpy.
Derpy. Yeah, it's like that's blatantly written with one thing in mind, like
for internet memes and stuff. Yeah.
God.
So
terrible.
I mean, but with that said, the stuff I have seen, admittedly, is like super cute and creative, but it's not on the level of Avatar. Like Avatar's a legitimate show. I like how I say that with a straight face too, because I know someone right now is emailing me like, My Little Pony is transformative. It has taught me friendship is magic, and you are an asshole.
You know, I drew the ire of the subreddit for My Little Pony. Like, there was actually like a big post of discussion of how best to deal with me. I'm like, are these guys gonna come to kill me? No way, they never leave the house. That's not gonna be a problem. But
how best to deal with you?
Really, it was.
The best answer you can say, if anyone asks if you're a brony, say, no, I side with Nightmare Moon, And that's it. That's all I have to say. She's the bad guy. Uh-oh. That's how you do it.
I don't know who that is, but yeah,
You should.
Originally, I had no interest in watching Avatar because I was like, oh, awesome. Americans trying to make an anime. That's going to be terrible.
That'll go well.
It's so good, though. The writing is amazing.
I think the acting and the writing and the story, it's actually probably one of the best things produced, which is really weird because the movie was garbage. Like, M. Night Shyamalan took something brilliant.
Yeah.
The twist at the end was that he got paid to make that movie. That's the twist.
Oh man. Anyway, back to topic. Back to topic. Pulling us back to topic.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Dark Water because the Pirates Dark Water, which is
Pirates. We're talking about pirates.
Yeah, I'm interested in that game. I don't really have time to play big RPGs these days, but I may make an exception for Resident 2 on the basis of pirates. There's a DLC. I'm not really sure if this is coming out at release because they're doing one of these pre-purchase and get the Treasure Isle DLC for free. Like, now this to me is okay if that DLC hasn't been made yet, because this is something that's happening with Borderlands. Apparently, Borderlands 2, there was a bit of an outcry because people were saying, "Oh, well, you pre-order, you get the 5th class for free." And people were like, "Oh, how dare you strip a class out?" And then Randy Pitchford is like, "No, guys, we haven't even made this yet. We're going to make this after release.
Yeah.
So you'll get it. It's just like you will get it free later when it comes out, and then everyone else kind of has to pay for it." I'm like, oh, that's okay then. That's totally fine. That's an acceptable pre-order bonus. In fact, I think that's actually one of the best pre-order bonuses because that is a pre-order bonus that's really good value for money, and it rewards people that pre-order, but also has no impact on development before the game comes out at all. None, because the DLC isn't made yet. So, I mean, I know that they probably don't want to do that often, because DLC is like a major revenue generator for them later down the line. So if they have 100,000 people that are now not paying $10, then that actually makes a big difference to them. But when they do that, and I believe, what's the name of it? I think Darksiders 2 is doing this as well. They're giving away a DLC that's going to be finished later. But I'm not sure if the Resident 2 DLC is actually going to be made yet. There's previews of it already. That's what concerns me. So I'm not sure. I'm looking into it. I'm trying to find out one way or the other. The problem is a lot of the articles on this are months
Hold
old.
on. Hold the phone.
Yes?
I get past the age verification on Risen 2, which is kind of interesting. But then, if you go to story, there are pirates, and the other thing is gnomes. Pirates and gnomes. And the best part is, the pirates look like pirates. The gnomes are like, it's like if E.T. had just, I don't know, it's like if E.T. and the Gamorrean pigmen from Star Wars had a child. It's so awesome looking.
This is sounding great. I'm liking where that's going.
I don't know what's I don't get like why it's like, so yeah, the classes you get are pirates and gnomes.
Seems legit.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
As far as I can tell, it will be out on launch. Like, release for Treasure Isle is April 27th. So and this is 5 hours of content. So they've essentially made 5 hours of content that's not in the main game, and they're then going to sell to everybody. I'm like, you know what I'm talking about.
Not a fan of that.
No, not a fan of that. That's arguably worse than BioWare with the Prothean thing. Because at least from what I've heard, that's like a 20-minute mission and some dialogue and stuff. And it's like, yes, it's important from a lore perspective, but this is 5 hours of content that is apparently cut out of the game. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
God, not this again. I'm just getting so sick of it. I really am. Makes me sad.
They'll learn, John.
One day they'll actually, I'm sure it'll just get worse. Like, if you want to use the B button, you have to download this new DLC. Access to the menu. $14.99.
That exists, by the way. Play DLC Quest. Like, the ability to go left is a DLC in that game. It's great.
Yes.
Game's great. Like, there's not even any animations in the game before you buy the animation DLC pack that's in the game. It's great. Needless to say, this isn't real DLC. It's all bought with in-game coins. But yeah, it's a nice little satirical game that you can get. It's a lot of fun. Oh yeah, that's sad because I say Risen 2 is interesting, but that DLC is fairly disgraceful. The amount that they've cut out of the game to make that was 5 hours of content. What the hell were you doing? I mean, it must have taken quite a while for them to make 5 hours worth of content. So that means you were developing this before the game came out. At which point I turn around and kind of say, well, screw you guys. Because that's not a good way to do things. So I might not get Risen 2, which saddens me. But, well, there you go. That's how it is. But anyone else that doesn't really care about that stuff, that's coming out in a few days. In fact, that is the 27th of April.
Wonderful.
Yes, quite. And that's
pretty much it this week. This week was kind of, not much.
Actually, there isn't, that it's not quite it. We do have, I think, Dodger, you got about 20 more minutes before you have to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
Go. We've got 3 trailers to show you. So we'll do trailer discussion and then we'll wrap the show up.
Trailers, that's right.
Yeah, because we did say we'll do a short show today because Dodger's busy and we already have done one show this week, so this was really impromptu. But yeah, we've got...
Ruining everything.
Yes.
Ripping the family apart.
Indeed. We have 3
Mommy,
trailers.
Daddy!
So the first one is... This can't be a real thing. And yet it is.
It's amazing. Best trailer ever.
Alright, so we're gonna run it, folks. We're gonna run this one. This is Project X Zone. Your mind will be blown. Eventually, when it gets to the point. Here we
After
go.
15 minutes of text, it will blow you away.
Yeah, let's do it. Wow. This thing has no right to exist. This should...
I love it.
This blew my mind because, like, this looks like a fan thing. Yeah, this looks like something that fans made. But no, it's a real thing.
It does.
They're doing... It's... What? Just what?
The hype is so amazing. Like, that is the best trailer for a game that should not exist. Ever.
That's exactly
it's
how
so
I describe
good.
it.
Like, you can't even describe it. Like, it's something you have to see. The fact that the music's like bum ba da ba 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 ba, and it's just text.
Just over and over and over again. And you keep thinking, it leads you up to think that it's gonna get to the point, and then it's just more text.
Yeah, they're like, and then more. I think the fact that I don't understand a word of it makes it even better, because you know in your mind, you're like, what the hell are they saying? It has got to be incredible.
So essentially,
man, I
it's
love it.
Namco X Capcom X Sega. Yeah? So Namco cross Capcom cross Sega. Funnily enough, bear in mind, Namco has done this before. Namco did Namco X Capcom in 2005. And then they've gone all out with this. They put Sega in it, which...
Yeah.
We actually have a list, by the way, of the characters here. Some of these I want to... I don't even know what some of this is all about or why it's the way that it is. So Sega's got a really weird lineup. Like, a lineup that doesn't make any sense, yeah? So they've got 2 characters from Virtua Fighter, yeah? So that's okay. They've got Pai-chan and they've got Akira Yuki, yeah? Okay, fine.
Okay.
Where's this list at? I gotta see this.
Wikipedia. They've then got 2 characters from Sakura Wars, which I assume is very relevant to the Japanese, probably not so much to us. I've heard of Sakura Wars, but yeah, 2 characters from Sakura Wars. Okay, I can live with that. They've then got 2 characters from Valkyria Chronicles 3. That's 3, by the way. So not the best-selling original. No, the Japanese-only one. Yeah, this is not out as far as I'm aware. It's not. It is not out in the US or anything like that. It was PSP only in Japan. Valkyria Chronicles 3. So like that blows my mind.
Did we get 2? I know we got 1.
Yes, we did. We got 2 on PSP. It's a PSP game, that one. Which I do need to get around to playing at some point, but because the original was amazing, absolutely fantastic game. And then they brought out 2 on PSP, which was a weird decision, and then 3 is on PSP, but it's only in Japan. They then got the girl from Space Channel 5, which is, I can get her behind that. That's ooh la la. Yeah, that's okay. Then 2 characters from Shining Force
I have a crush
Exa.
on her.
Well, everybody does. I can totally get behind that one. 2 characters from Shining Force Exa, which was by far the worst in the series, and that nobody knows, yeah? Like, the Shining Force games have a lot of very famous characters in them. Those are not those guys. Those are not the famous characters.
Homa and Surel? Who are these?
Nobody
I don't
played
even
that
know
game
these
because the
characters.
game was bad. Like, Shining Force Exa isn't even a Shining Force game. Like, the Force games are tactical battle games like Final Fantasy Tactics and Tactics Ogre, yeah? That's what they are. And the best games were on the Genesis, the Mega CD, and the Sega Saturn. But Shining Force Exa was just an action RPG. And then they've got the Harrier from Space Harrier, which I'm cool with, definitely.
Sometimes I wonder, like, what the process is for when a company sits down and they go, okay, we're going to make this game. What characters do we use in this fighting game?
Oh, it gets better.
I'm thinking about it a lot.
Have you seen Namco Bandai's lineup?
One. Yeah.
The Namco Bandai one is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, because you think it's a fighting game, right? They only put 2 Tekken characters in it, Jin and Ling. Everything else is from an RPG. They've got 2 characters from Xenosaga, 2 characters from Tales of Vesperia, 2 characters from Dot Hack, and a character from Super Robot Wars. It's like, what?
Yeah, Dot Hack.
What?
I don't know, I guess, like,
That's crazy.
I kind of get the RPG-ness. Like, those are
me
all
too.
fan favorites from RPGs. Like, I get that.
Yeah.
But I don't get it being in a fighting game like this.
Well, here's the thing.
Like,
Here's the thing. It looks like a fighting game. It's not. It's actually a tactical role-playing game designed like a fighting game.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Blowing your mind
Why didn't-
right now.
What?
Wait, so the gameplay that they showed us, that's not the full gameplay, or it is and it just plays super wonk?
Well, I think it is, but it plays... Well, maybe they didn't show the menus, because the thing is, it's a 3DS game. They only showed the top screen. What's going on the bottom screen? I assume in real time, you're probably picking your attacks and stuff like that. But the thing is, it's a tactical role-playing game, but the characters, like Tales of Vesperia, for instance, was a real-time combat game. It was an RPG, but all the combat was done in real time. So I don't know how they're doing it, but it's so intriguing. It's obviously Japanese fan service, without question, but I want it because I want to see how they've done the system. I want to see how they've made that a game. It sounds so cool.
Are we for sure getting it?
Probably not, but...
No! Why do you do this to me?
The thing is, it's 3DS.
Why do we watch this?
It's only 3DS. We could import that. 3DS isn't region locked, I don't think. So we could easily import that game.
Oh.
I like the Capcom characters are kind of nice,
Yeah.
though.
Oh, yeah. Street Fighter, Mega Man X, Darkstalkers, Devil May Cry, and Resident Evil. Pretty good.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. See, now that you put in the context that it's not a fighting game at all, but in fact, it's like an RPG kind of thing.
It makes more sense. Yeah.
It makes a whole lot more
That
sense.
does
Yeah.
make sense.
But now I'm wondering why Now I'm wondering why there's Street Fighter characters. Like what Ken is doing in an RPG.
Masters.
Like now it's completely flipped.
Well, the thing is, Capcom doesn't really have a lot of big RPG guys that they could put in there because they've got to put in someone who's identifiable. Like they could do Breath of Fire, I guess, but nobody remembers Breath of Fire games. So what else?
Well, except
Monster
the cat
Hunter?
girl, whatever her name was.
Yeah, I mean, they could put in. They should put in all the cats from Monster Hunter, like not just one cat, all of the cats
Yes.
as one attacker. So it should be just a pile of cats that is in battle. It would be the best thing in the world. I would pay so many internet dollars for that. But yeah, this is looking really interesting. I hope it comes to the US and the UK. If it doesn't, I'm going to import that. And if it is region locked, I'm going to import a 3DS and then import that. Because it looks so great.
We have to play this game.
Of course! Look at it. It's
hard.
It's like, it's a Mugen
awesome.
player's wet dream. That's what it is.
Pretty much.
I actually really like the kind of choppy animation style and the way that the
Yeah.
graphics are.
Yeah, I love it.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, I want to see that kind of, because they've got some nice effects in there that are obviously kind of rendered in 3D, but the characters themselves seem to be like 2D sprite kind of stuff. That's what I want from my 3DS. That's what I want to see on a handheld machine. I want to see them take advantage of the fact that it actually does have a fairly weak kind of graphics processor. Do something more unique, make it look cool. So yeah, I'm all over that one. But we do need to keep going because Dodger will need to leave quite soon. So the next one we're going to look at, this is a long one, folks. This is a long one, but this is being published by Bethesda. It's not being made by Bethesda, and people that think that are idiots. This is actually being made by a studio called Arcane, spelt with a K, because they're that hardcore. Arcane. They made games like Arx Fatalis, and they made Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, which was one of my favorites. Like, it was the premier kick orcs off cliff simulator. It was so good for that. It had this really great hand-to-hand combat system. And they also helped design Bioshock 2. And now they're making a game called Dishonored, which is a steampunk title. It
looks awesome.
It looks so cool.
It's essentially a kind of steampunk first-person RPG in the style of Thief Deadly Shadows, apparently. It's being headed up by Harvey Smith, yeah? He worked on Deus Ex, and he worked on Thief Deadly Shadows. So this is really exciting to me, and this is the first full-length trailer. It's not gameplay, but it does give a feel to the world you're going to look at, so let's take a look.
When you are near, my heart is at peace. Hurry home.
Yes, he's killed the Empress. I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo.
My dear Corvo, what a sad hand fate has dealt you. The beloved Empress dead, and everyone thinks you're the killer. But we know what really happened, don't we? You don't want to end your life to the sound of idiots cheering as your head hits the muck, do you? Let's see if we can do better. And to make things interesting, my mark. Consider it a gift.
All members of the watch, we are now under high alert. Stay alert and detain any suspicious person on site. Attention all citizens. By order of the Lord Regent and the City Watch, all contaminated buildings are strictly off limits.
Signs of sickness and plague must be reported to the authorities at once. By the laws of the Lord Regent, report all sleepers. Clear them out.
long as the disease stays among the poor, I don't see any reason to become upset. You, outside the door! What are you doing? Stop him! God! God! Shoot that bastard! Kill him! This, killing me won't solve anything.
Mother of God, I want it right now.
Oh, I want it too. You know, it looks awesome, but if I was anybody working at Irrational Games, I'd probably be like, these bitches stole our shit. It looks a lot, it reminds me so much of BioShock watching it.
Yeah, it's funny because a lot of people have said several things about... Because if you're stupid enough to read the comments for the trailer, then there are idiots come, oh, it's a rip-off of this, a rip-off of that. But it's like, it's apparently a rip-off of 10 different things, to the point where it's unrecognizable.
Yeah, there's so many different...
It's like, it's... You know, there's people in the chat even being this idiotic as well, because like, someone's like, oh, it reminds me of Assassin's Creed. It's like, oh, it seems like another Mirror's Edge. Looks like Rage. It's like, what?
The problem I have with it is, well, besides the fact that I love that the hero looks kind of like Viggo Mortensen, a little bit, which I'm totally okay with. But again, it's one of those trailers that I have an issue with big trailers that don't show anything of the game.
Gameplay.
That always concerns me.
Yeah, I mean,
even if it's an amazing trailer, even if it's like just, you know, like a introductory trailer, like we're introducing you to the game, the fact that it pretty much could be the introductory trailer for any game set in like that kind of environment, it's like, uh-oh, what am we getting into here?
Well, you know, I'm okay with that.
I'm still gonna. It looks awesome. Yeah, it looks cool. I'm just, you know, I like to see gameplay footage.
Yeah, of course, I want to see it too. But as long as that's not all they do, if they're gonna spend a lot of money to, because this is their big marketing thing. Yeah, this is their ace in the hole, because they want this to be viewed by a lot of people, because it's very well done. Extremely well produced, looks awesome. It shows, like, as you see the city, you see more and more cool things. It's like, it's a guy in what appears to be a steam-powered mech with a bow that blows people up. And then the running guys on fire get electrocuted by Tesla coils on the way out of the place. And it's like, this is great. And, you know, you see that kind of... It reminds me a little bit of sort of the kind of Nazi Germany thing, and the way that vehicle kind of looked like a armored Nazi car, but then you see it's on rails, and it's like, this is so cool. And it's the mix of steampunk with existing technology, with kind of future tech, and also this kind of technomancy kind of thing. Again, the same as BioShock, because that was very much what BioShock was. It was based in like I can't remember which decade it was, but it was based in the early 20th century, yeah? But the tech that was down there was advanced, but you could see where it came from. Yeah, it was derivative from what would happen if the restrictions were taken off science, yeah? So that it's like, oh, well, this is a steam-powered kind of auto shotgun that never existed at the time, but it could have, using that kind of technology. And that, I have a soft spot for that kind of stuff. That kind of steampunky interpretation of futuristic technology using old-school aesthetic and old-school tech. Even though, it wouldn't work, yeah? But it's cool to think that it could. A steam-powered...
In video games, anything can work.
A steam-powered laser is cooler than a laser, in my opinion.
It's true.
So, Smoke Machine. You're basically running a rock show.
Yes, thanks, Jesse. That's exactly what I was getting at. But, yeah...
It's to be a rock star.
Harvey Smith is the guy that excites me on this project, because he has some serious talent and a lot of stuff behind him. He has made a mistake before. He was also behind Black Site Area 51. Let's just forget that ever happened, shall we? Because it was bad. He was also admittedly involved in Deus Ex Invisible War, but as well as the original Deus Ex. But he was actually involved in the original System Shock. And he was involved in Cyber Mage Darklight Awakening, which is a game that a lot of people probably don't remember. But it was actually very advanced for the time. None of you remember it, did you?
I think no.
Didn't think so.
No, not a clue.
Of
Didn't
course,
think so.
yep.
I think the thing from that trailer that stands out the most is that it leaves you wanting to know more. It isn't just like this is what's going on in the world. Like, there's the beginning with the dude in the cell. Like, who is that other dude, right? And then later, the fact that your guy is like a stone cold killer, which is awesome.
Yeah,
the dude's
he
like,
doesn't
you're
care.
never gonna get away with this throat
Slap.
slash. Like, doesn't even care. I was
care.
like, yes. Like, I'm really excited for it. Yeah.
I've got to say, like, what I saw of the plot was like, oh, if the plague's just spreading them on the poor, our prophet's like, wait a minute, that's the plot of Deus Ex. The original Deus Ex is exactly that with the Grey Death.
Yeah.
That's the Grey Death again. But then again, that's only it's only a small part of the plot. We don't know if that's the whole overarching point of it, but. Yeah, because the whole thing about
it's the guy in his head
and things
thing
like
that I'm like, what is happening here?
Yeah.
Like, he's like, here, have a little symbol on your hand, because I'm creepy too. Because at first, the way it started out, I was like, okay, it's a dude in jail, and then another guy is in his brain. I was like, what kind of weird wizard is this? I thought it was going to be like, open up to a medieval world, and it was like, welcome to steampunk land. I was like, damn, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it looks great. I want to tell people just a little bit about Cyber Mage, by the way, because nobody knows this, but this was a game that came out in 1995, and it was actually an FPS with RPG elements, and it was very cool and advanced for its time. And it had vehicles in it, and it had, like, RPG elements and techno-magic, essentially. It was very much a cyberpunk game. Very few people know about it because nobody played it. It had high system requirements at the time, and it was really hard, so nobody bought it. But
Cyber Mage is what it's called?
Yeah, Cyber Mage Darklight Awakening. I remember playing it. I downloaded it many years ago from Home of the Underdogs. And this game...
Is this a screenshot from said game? Because that looks amazing.
Possibly.
That's what I'm looking at too.
Let me just copy the link and check it.
That is an amazing screenshot.
Type Cybermage into Google Images. And
You know what it's 1995, man. Those graphics. But that game was serious. Pretty serious.
Yeah, the weapon he's holding is like a pyramid, an evil pyramid.
Yeah.
And there's a chick who's out of Mad Max and a dude who's like face painted, but his body doesn't match his face, and he's wielding like a saber of some sort.
Yeah.
This is an amazing game.
That's Cyber Mage in a nutshell. It's such a shame because that really was a forgotten game. Nobody remembers Cyber Mage at all, but it was some serious stuff, and it was very advanced for its time. So I would love to, if Dishonored ends up being a reimagining of Cyber Mage, essentially, with some Thief and Deus Ex elements, that might actually be my favorite game ever, because I am a sucker for all of those things.
Ever exist.
Yeah, really. I do want to know more about the RPG side of things, though. Because I also want Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines again. So I want to know, can you talk to people? Is there a morality system? How much of that is there? So I'm intrigued. We'll see. It looks great one way or the other. Right, we do want to get things done because you need to leave very soon. So final trailer, very quick, and...
Last trailer.
Yep, last trailer. Trials, Evolution. Yes, go. Here we go.
Peggy 12.
good God. Trials Evolution, brought to you by the guys that made Trials 2, which was a ridiculously hard motorcycle platformer, essentially. And they've gone the Little Big Planet route by the looks of it. They've just, like, you know what? Just make your own thing in this game. Why the hell not? It's nuts.
I think I've watched too many Happy Wheels videos.
Yeah.
Because some of the, like, watching some of it, I was like, oh, this reminds me so much of Happy Wheels, but...
Well, I mean, you can go back all the way to Happy Wheels reminding you of Excite Bike. Because it's essentially the same game. You know, and that's what Trials was as well, and that's what Joe Danger and things like that is. But sometimes Ubisoft publish really cool things, like Ubisoft published Trackmania, which is like a very creative game where there's been tons of modding and stuff like that. And we've got the same thing here, but only this is on Xbox this time around. So you've got a full game. It is a full game. It's got loads of content and online racing as well as the whole platform thing like the first one. Admittedly, some of the environment's quite interesting. One of them, I think, is in World War II, where you come off a boat on the D-Day landings and you motorcycle over D-Day. Yeah, seriously.
Awesome.
Yeah, so...
a motorcycle on a D-Day.
I'm
winning me over. It's winning me over now.
Best concept. Can you... I'm just picturing... I'm picturing Saving Private Ryan and some dude in the background like, I'm doing wheelies, bro. And Tom Hanks is like cowering.
Is that not how it went
like,
down?
Bring up the mortars! And there's explosions. Some dude is on the beach.
That's in the director's cut. You need to watch that one. Oh, man.
Crap, would that be amazing?
But this game only just came out a couple of days ago, and it is already the fastest selling Xbox Live Arcade game ever. Which is so good. The amount of content, the amount of content that is in that game looks awesome. Like, they're saying it's the deepest online experience for Trials for any game that's ever been on Xbox Live. So
Ever.
There you go.
I can't stop imagining it. It's in there permanently. I just imagine some dude with a can of Mountain Dew in one hand. Meanwhile, dudes are just exploding around him. He's like, woo! Bro.
Somebody draw it. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Holy crap. That is a visual.
That game.
That will be with me forever.
Yeah, that game has universal acclaim. Like, its scores are so ridiculously high, and they're from people that I actually respect as well. So that in itself is great. Its Metacritic is like 91, which, you know, I don't put much credence in Metacritic, but that's pretty damn high number, especially for an Xbox Live arcade title. That looks like a game that I think everyone's going to have to pick up by the looks of it. It even runs at 60 FPS, which not a lot of console games do these days, so big fan of that.
Just so sad.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it? We need our new consoles. We
like,
really
no,
do.
why? Guys.
Yep. Apparently the Pro Editor can be used to make games like Angry Birds. Seemingly, you can make Angry Birds in the game. Yeah, they demonstrated Angry Birds clone, Explosion Man clone, Marble Blast Ultra, and Xevious in there. So that's pretty impressive. It's nuts.
That is impressive, actually. Yeah.
So essentially, the Xbox has just got a Little Big Planet kind of game, but it's on motorbikes. That looks pretty awesome.
War II.
Yeah.
In World War II.
In World War II.
Regardless,
why
it
not?
has to be in World War II.
Because why
but
not?
you can change everything else.
Yep. All right, folks, we're about out of time. So you've been watching the Game Station podcast. We're going to quickly round up what we're doing this week, what we're doing next week. What are we doing? Dodger, what are you doing? What's going on?
I'm doing news and Dead Space. That's it. News and Dead Space.
News and Dead
Come
Space.
Watch my channel. It's
Yes.
done. I'm done. Bye. Jesse, what are you doing?
I'm doing all my wonderful playthroughs and Terraria this week on OMFG Kata. Follow me on Twitter at Jesse Cox.
Yes, and I am putting out videos of the Paradox Media event. There's already one up on the channel. It's Dungeon Land. Go and have a look at it. I've got Warlock, War of the Roses, A Game of Dwarves, and Showdown Effect coming. And I'm also moving to America on Wednesday, so you probably won't hear from me for a little while. Follow me on Twitter. TotalBiscuit.
Oh, and go watch my Witcher 2 video I made.
Go watch that video
I spent
because it's
way
great.
too much time on that.
It's really, really good. It's like the best video he's ever made. Actually,
I know, right? It's
actually kind of
weird.
true. Yes, there you go. Go check it out.
100% true is what it is.
OMFG Kata.
All right.
Do it. We're done. Game Station Podcast. Out of here.
Goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Wow! 30 minutes early.
There was a really sad comic of a cat. I'm not sure where it is. And
Where is this going?
where is this going? Where is this going? I know what I'm about to say. There's this really sad comic of a cat.
There's
Guys.
a really sad comic of a cat, and
Period.
This
Period.
cat.
That's it.
That's the end of the show right there. This cat, right?
Thank you for watching the Game Station podcast.
That's the title right there. That's the title of this episode. There was a really sad comic about a cat. Period.